Unang jump ball, walang nahuli ang gusto. PBA basketball, binilihan ng gusto. Shoot, sabay sigaw, dribble tapos hataw. Hiyaw parang lindol, Pastor Peter ni Idol. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang action ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang action ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro. Bumaba ang depensa, mabilis ang opensa. Tinawag na play by...
Dalawang koponan na lang ang natitirang walang talo sa ating Governor's Cup so far here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Our first game ng ating doubleheader will pit the two teams that have yet to lose, and one of them will enter the loss column after the 48 minutes. Could it be San Miguel? Will it be NLEX? We'll find out soon enough. Here at the Big Dome, we're broadcasting to you live on RPTV. Perfect starts are gonna be ending today for one of these teams. And Coach Ryan Gregorio, ako po si Charlie Guna. What do you think? What's gonna happen?
Definitely a dream start for these two teams. Napakaganda ng kanilang panimula. Parehong 3-0 ito. Tama yung nabanggit mo, one streak will end after today's ball game. But what you're seeing is, of course, a different kind of NLEX Road Warriors with a brand new coach in the legend, Coach Jimmy Olapag. Samantala, dito naman sa koponan ng San Miguel, Peter Martin ang nagtimon sa kanilang unang tatlong panalo, pero malalaman natin kung anong klaseng laban ang matutunghayan natin dito. We take a look at our team standings in Group A. Yon ang binabanggit natin, 3-0. Itong dalawang koponan na ito, sumusunod dyan, itong Converge with 3-1. Terra Firma with 2-3. Big victory against TNT in last night's ball game. Remember our format, only 4 teams will advance after the elimination round. You have no kumbaga opportunity to go up against teams from the other group. Magkikita lamang kayo pagdating sa ating playoffs.
Tama yun. Tinitingnan natin yung mga nakaitim. Ang ganda ng bagong uniforme.
Parang asfalto.
Ganun ba yung dating? Yun na nga si Coach Jimmy Alabak. He has reason to smile because of a third straight victory against the Titan Ultra.
35-point win versus Titan Ultra. Very impressive numbers. Their offense is definitely clicking. They also won by 39 points against Macau. In their game against Terra Firma, barely winning, just a 1-point victory for them. So these are the stats that talagang very impressive. Rebounding 72, only 50 for Titan Ultra. What I like about this team is they're averaging 65 rebounds per game, number 1 in the league. Pero yung pinaka-nakakagulat doon, ni isang manlalaro, walang double figures sa rebound. So it's gang rebounding. They also want to score inside the paint. They also have enough legs to finish quarter strong. Fourth quarter, naka 38 points pa sila. Tapos nalimitahan nila ang kanilang kalaban to just 18.
And when we talk about NLEX, we mean no disrespect to the guys in the front line. But we need to start with the guards pag yan ang usapan dahil matindi ang guard rotation nila at naungunan na dyan yung nag-career high sa huling laban nila na si Deshaun Winston.
Napakaganda talaga ang pagkuha rito kay Winston. Alam natin yung kalidad nito. But what he did is he stabilized the offensive system of this team. Pagpasok niya, kitang-kita mo agad ang kanyang naiambag. He is averaging 17.7 points per ball game. The best local scorer for NLEX. And look at the way he performed in their previous game. 30 points, his career high on an ultra-efficient shooting from the field that is 12 out of 18. At hindi lamang yon, nakatulong ng 9 na rebounds, tapos meron pang 6 na assists. So overall, complete stat line for Shawnee Winston. And the time that he was inside, yung kupunan niya, plus 29. So talagang nakakabilib ang performance ni Shawnee.
Sa tindi ng laro ni Shawnee Winston, ganong katindi ang backcourt ng NLEX. Hindi pa siya nag-best player sa game na yon. Dahil itong kasama niya, na si Berto Bolic ang siyang naging best player. Dahil sa kanyang output, he scored 1 point less than Shawnee Winston. But he hit a lot of shots that they really needed. And he really dictated the tempo. And I guess Shawnee and the rest of them followed his lead.
What is impressive, of course, with the brand of play of Berto is he's now willing to share the ball to his teammates. He only scored 9 points against Macau, increased it a little bit to 12 points against Terra, but exploded to score 29 big points against Titan Ultra. He only missed 5 attempts, so 11 out of 16 from the field. 4 out of 7 from the 3-point area, 7 rebounds plus 4 assists. So yung nakakagulat dito, usually kasi yung mga kupunan ni Robert Bolic, siya parati ang leading scorer. But nakikita niya na marami na rin siyang kumbaga pwedeng maasahan. Tapos he is embracing the system of Coach Jimmy Alapag. The open man gets the rock. So ang ganda ng ball movement, ang ganda ng point production ng kanilang mga local players.
Matindi pa yung rebounding. Among him, Winston, and Kevin Alas, 21 rebounds sa guards pa lang yun, Coach Ryan. Tapos may Dequan Jones ka pa. Yung kanilang reinforcement who's been here before, knows how the Philippine brand of basketball is the PBA way. And you know, he really doesn't have to do too much. He will do it if called upon.
25 points per ball game, very reliable import. He scored 22 against Titan Ultra, 15 happening in the first half. And then in the second half, he allowed his local teammates to score. He shot 20 times, made 9, grabbed 6 rebounds, and issued 2 assists. But you know that this guy is capable of scoring. Nakita na natin yan, yung kanyang unang tour of duty dito sa ating PBA. But what you are so impressed about is his, again, ability to spot open teammates. Tapos minsan nagba-backseat siya dahil mainit ang laro ng kanyang mga local teammates. Okay lang sa kanya yun.
That's right. Well, habang nasa NLEX na rin tayo, exit tayo kay Apple David.
Coach Jimmy Alapag was quick to credit his players for their 3-0 start this conference. He noted and he said that he was impressed with their work ethic and also their competitive spirit. 2 things that stood out to him simula pa lang sa ensayo at sa mga tune-out games pagdating niya. Now facing San Miguel, a team where he served as an assistant before he moved to the States. Ang sabi niya, malaki ang kanyang respeto sa kupunan na ito, sa coaches nito na nagdo-dominate ng liga for some time now. While his team, NLEX, is a team working to get there. He told the Road Warriors na this is going to be a good opportunity to see where they're really at. Charlie and Coach RG.
Maraming salamat, Apple. Well, you know, sa NLEX nga, you know, they're really starting well in this conference. But then now they're gonna end up in a hazard zone, I suppose, because San Miguel Beer playing at a very high level. And San Miguel Beermen, partner eh.
Tama ka, not to take anything away from the 3 victories of NLEX. Pero yung mga laban na yon, losing record yung kanilang unang 3 koponan. But San Miguel is definitely playing with a different kind of enthusiasm. Previously, in an import-laden conference, mabagal yung kanilang panimula dahil malay ang kanilang import o wrong fit yung tinatawag natin. But here, look at their performance against Converge. Winning by 6 points, shooting better, rebounding better, more perimeter points for them, and starters scoring 101 compared to only 72 for the Fiber Xers. That is why people are saying nakapag-adjust na itong kanilang import na si King. Ang kanilang gustong malaman ngayon, kung nakapag-adjust na yung isa pa nilang import na si JMF.
Yun na
Dahil
nga.
mabagal, di ba? Galing sa injury.
Pero alam mo, Coach, they say the King is now in Philly. But actually, the King is here with San Miguel. That's George. And if you recall yung kanyang performances nung nasa Blackwater pa siya, matindi. Tapos ngayon, he joins a powerhouse team and he's doing the same thing, putting up those numbers. Nakakatakot.
41 points, partner. Alam natin na mas malaki ang inaasahan sa local complement nitong San Miguel dahil mas mahuhusay ang nakapalibot. But still, look at his shooting. He still shots 32 times from the field. knocking down 16, was 2 out of 5 from 4, grabbed 11 rebounds, and also issued 4 assists. He is averaging 36 points per ball game. Scored 30 against Macau, 26 against Terra, at ito na nga yung sinasabi natin performance niya against Converge.
So George, King is not alone. He doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting kasi may mga katulad ni CJ Perez, Coach Ryan, na kung kinakailangan, siya na lang bahala.
24.7 points per ball game naman itong average ni CJ Perez in their first 3 games, but exploded in their previous game against Converge, scoring 31 big points. The most impressive aspect is his efficiency from the field. 12 out of 17 on a 71% shooting. He just leaks out. He just penetrates. Yes, and he has improved tremendously from the three-point area. 80% in that game. And also, maasahan mo rin ito pagdating sa rebounds at pwede na rin sa kanyang assist. But ang mas nakakatakot is 57% ito sa ating conference sa two-point shots. The only thing that he needs to improve on right now is his free throw shooting. 13 out of 21 or a very low percentage. Sa standards niya, only 62% from the line.
And as if San Miguel needed more offensive weapons, just when you thought Marshall Lavender was taking a backseat, medyo di na tumitira masyado, di na masyado matagal ang minutes. Last ball game, sabi niya, baka makalimutan nyo, I'm still one of the best.
18 puntos ang kanyang binitawan, 3 out of 5 from the three-point area. He was really struggling in the first 2 games, only scoring 5 points against Macau, was held scoreless against Terra. In other words, in the first 2 games, only 2.5 points per ball game. But yun nga yung mga pasabog na ginawa ni Marshall Lassiter. 18 points, ultra efficient once again from the field, 7 out of 9. He had more minutes in this game, played close to 28 minutes dahil nga alam natin na kinakailangan talaga itong firepower ni Marshall Lassiter para mas madali mag-penetrate yung mga penetrators ng San Miguel. Bubuka ngayon yung interior.
Obviously, the confidence level is up for Marshall. Let's see what he can contribute today. Apple, contribute. Come on.
Good news, especially to all SMB fans, as Coach Leo Austria is gonna be present tonight. Although it's still Coach Peter Martin calling the shots, ang kwento dito, last July 7, Coach Leo underwent angioplasty. July 9, he was given clearance, a medical certificate saying he's fit to work. And since then, present na siya lagi sa ensayo. Pero ang sabi ni Coach Leo, he is taking his time, road to full recovery. And very supportive naman dito ang management at ang coaching staff ng San Miguel. Ang gusto daw kasi ni Coach Leo, when he comes back to coaching, 100% preparation, game planning, usually all-nighter daw yung mga yon. Back to the panel.
Thanks a lot, Apple. Well, you know, speaking of Coach Peter Martin, alam mo, barkada natin na si Peter Martin. Kasama rin natin dito sa booth before. And, you know, people were kidding him na 3 games pa lang, nakakalbo na siya.
Simula pa lang, wala pang
Yun
laban.
na nga, sinabi naman ni Peter, walang problema kung ganyan ang hirit nyo dahil alam ko matagal nang wala.
Tama
So
yan.
we're not shaming, walang shaming yan.
Wala. But it is definitely a good development for San Miguel, particularly seeing Coach Leo Austria, an 11-time PBA champion, a 4-time PBA Coach of the Year, and one of the best, not just coaches in the PBA, but one of the best people that we've ever kumbaga had an opportunity to talk to in the PBA. So napakaganda na nasa bench na muli siya ng San Miguel.
Nag-sound na yung buzzer. So pupuntahan natin ngayon si Robster Evangelista. He is our announcer at the venue. He's gonna call the starting lineups for Coach Leo Austria and Coach Jimmy Alapag.
First from your NLEX Road Warriors. Starting at forward from Mangataram, Pangasinan, number 6, Enoch Valdez. The other forward from Santa Rita, Pampanga, number 33, Tony Semered. At center is NLEX's import, number 54, Daquan Jones. At guard from Olongapo City, number 14, Shawnee Winston. And also at guard from Ormoc City, number 8, Robert Bullock. Head coach of the Road Warriors is Jimmy Alapag. And now let's meet the starters for your San Miguel Beermen. Starting at forward from Ilocos Sur, number 15, Marshall Lassiter. The other forward is the Beermen's import, number 94, George King. At center from Tabaco Albay, number 91, Rodney Brundial. At guard from Alcala, Pangasinan, number 7, Jarek Ahanmisi. And also at guard from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, CJ Perez. Head coach of the Beermen is Leo Austria. Game officials are Rommel Gruta, Marty Montoya, Carlo Vergara, and John Mira. This game is under the supervision.
These are the officials, Romel Gruta, Marty Montoya, Carlo Vergara, and Francis Mira. Ganda ng ngiti ni Marty, oh. Di ba?
Oo nga, no?
Ating mga opisyales, excited to call this game, of course. These are the starters for 2 former Rookies of the Year ng ating PBA 1985, Leo Austria and Jimmy Alapag in 2003 for NLEX. Di ba? Dating mga Rookie of the Year, mga point guard yan. And there is a tendency for point guards to become coaches, di ba? More than big guys. Of course, may mga sentro rin na kahit papano nagiging mga coaches. But overall, percentages are in favor of the guards.
Pinaisip mo tuloy ako. Parang tama, ano?
So, tama talaga yan.
Kasi extension din talaga ng head coach yung mga gwardya na meron sila sa kanilang kupunan. Kaya napaka-seamless yung pag-transform or pag-translate ng point guard chores ng mga players na nabanggit mo na ngayon, head coaches na dito sa PBA.
And champion coach Leo Austria, many championships, champion player Jimmy Alapag. Let's see if he can grab one here in the PBA as Bolik kicks it over to Semrat. Yung mga champion players din yan sa San Beda.
Specialty ni Anthony Semrat. He is just waiting for the ball to get to him and without hesitation launches it and makes the first three-pointer in the game.
We did show you a glimpse of Coach Leo Austria who is seated behind the bench ng San Miguel. So Peter Martin pa rin ang nandyan together with the rest of that huge coaching staff that they have in San Miguel as George King hits the first 2 for San Miguel. And here's the rebound from Jerick Ahanmisi. The newcomer goes over to CJ, completing the fast break.
This is more or less expected, the kind of tempo that these two teams are so good at. Remember, the #1 team on offense is Converge, 120.3 points per game. #2, just a decimal point behind is San Miguel, 120 points per game naman. At pangatlo dyan, itong NLEX, 116. Kaya ganun kabilis yung pace natin dito sa laban dahil gustong-gusto talaga nila umiscore.
Umpisang-umpisa pa lang, no, back and forth ang ating labanan. Si George King, ito yung mid-range jumper niya. Swak na swak ang kanyang tira. Sa takbuhan naman, mahirap talaga pigilan ito si CJ Perez. But now Bolik gets a foul and he goes to the line where we will see him time and again during this game.
Oo, dahil alam naman natin na napakagaling mag-fish ng foul itong si Robert Bolik. And you really have to guard this guy. Lumabas na yung kanyang laro 29 puntos na yung kanyang naiambag sa kanyang kupunan in their previous game. So alam mong offensive-minded na uli siya.
Bolik's second free throw coming up. He could tie this game. Yes, he does. Hindi, labang na sila. Kasi nga 3 points yung Semerad kanina. So 2 free throws, that's 5-4 in favor of the Road Warriors. We also see some of the rain or shine and after painters and the Ginebra Gin Kings trickling into the arena. We see them at the side of the court. Dahil maglalaban sila mamaya. Rain or shine, Ginebra is our second game as Dequan misses the lefty layup and he's annoyed with himself. He's nodding saying, I should have gotten that.
Oh, that's probably the easiest basket that he missed. Pero natawagan ng foul itong si CJ Perez on the rebounding situation. But what a pair of games that we have today, Sunday here in Smart Araneta. May tulak naman talaga itong si CJ Perez and that is why he was guilty for that loose ball foul.
Kaya naman na-dislodge ng konti. Here's Enoch inside the Dequan and he's not there where he's supposed to be.
That decision on the part of Enoch Valdez. Si Jones was still trying to position against the defense of Rodney Brundial. Tapos medyo mataas ang pasa ni Enoch ron.
Mahirap talaga mag-no-look pass, di ba? Magic Johnson.
Tama.
Di ba?
Tapos ang recipient mo dapat si Kurt Rambis.
Easy layup na yun, sigurado.
Tayo na lang yata may kilala. O Michael Cooper din, every now and then.
Kupaloop yun, pag si Michael Cooper. Bagsak si Shawnee Winston. He's trying to check if every part is in its correct place. As he shakes that one off, it's going to be an inbound on the side. Si Jeric Ahanmisi, kanyang kapatid, naglaro kagabi for the Jeep, si Maverick. Pangalawa ng saksak mula kay CJ Perez. 2 layups for him. They're gonna guard Shawnee Winston with all their might. And he goes up, he lost the ball dahil na-dislodge na siya doon sa unang bangga.
What they're searching right now, of course, is better interior defense para rito sa Road Warriors because napakadali ng first 4 points nitong CJ Perez. Lahat yun inside incursions. So good defense naman para mabawi ni Shawnee Winston yung kanyang mistake earlier by forcing another turnover. They get the ball back. They're down by 1 point.
That's right. Tumapak sa labas si Ahanmisi. Medyo natulak. When he stepped on that sideline, huling-huli ng ating referee si Carlo Vergara. Here's Shawnee. High percentage shooting guard. Diba? It doesn't happen too often. He'll miss on that spin move and layup, but he got hit on the way. I think it's Rodney Brondial who's gonna get called para sa personal foul. So, siya naman ang pupunta sa linya. And that's what I like about the guards of NLEX, Coach. Hindi naman sila minsan nakaka-shoot from the field. They find ways to get to the line.
Yes, and you see the kind of intelligence that they have because Shawnee Winston is a mid-range specialist. So the tendency of the defense right now is to stay close to him. Good players stay with their strength. Great players do whatever is necessary to counter the defense. Yun ang ginagawa ngayon ni Shawnee Winston. Pumasok yung kanyang free throw. And speaking of percentage niya, tama yung sinabi mo, 58% ito from the 2-point area. Kaya talagang ang ganda ng shot selection.
Really high for the guard who shoots, you know, from the perimeter and beyond. 7-6, back in the lead is NLEX. Here's George King. Semerad always with the task of covering the import of the other team. He'll try to get into the import's head. Try to annoy him as much as he can. And natulak ni Enoch itong si Rodney Brondial, and the baseline referee caught that one. You know, Enoch Valdez really hasn't gotten his game going this season. It's been a rough, tough time for him. But Jimmy's been using him. Giving him a chance.
At least he's getting the minutes. In the previous conference, kulang na kulang talaga yung minuto niya. Another steal here. They have the numbers. Enoch Valdez. Wow, foiled by CJ Perez, but not giving up a Shawnee Winston for an offensive rebound and another putback.
Impressive trail job mula kay Shawnee Winston. He knew that there was going to be a challenge at baka hindi makashoot si Enoch. Kaya naman, na-follow up niya yun. Up to 3 is the lead. Inside to Rodney all alone. Ito si Rodney Brondial, you know, his level of play with San Miguel Beermen has really gone up. He just does all the little things, gets to the right spot. Kaya nabibiyayan sa minsan, nakaka-20 rebounds pa.
He doesn't demand the rock. He will just play within the system. Will get a lot of offensive rebounds. But speaking of playing within the system that Coach Jimmy Alapag has put in place, Shawnee Winston was able to score. Rodney Brondial was able to dive once again, back-to-back hits for Rodney Brondial. So it's not just getting rebounds, it's actually scoring for his team.
Yung maganda rito, yung mga pinupuri natin, nagpapakita kilas rin dito eh, di ba? Parang tama nga yung sinasabi ng dalawa, oh. Ang galing ng mga pinupuri nila.
Tumataas tuloy yung credibility.
Di ba? And here's George King attacking the basket, getting up high. Fouled along the way, trying to lefty layup, and they're going to call the foul on Dequan. I think Dequan Jones is going to have his hands full. And he's got to make George King an honest defender also in this ball game. Kailangan threat si Dequan Jones para, di ba, medyo match naman yung sa import.
And another challenge for Dequan Jones is he is the tallest player right now for the Road Warriors. And you can see majority of the baskets of San Miguel here in the opening minutes of the first quarter. Lahat yan layups. Dalawang dikit. Itong si Rodney Brondial, si Perez, ganun din yung kanyang naiambag. So, kulang na kulang yung tinatawag nating strong interior defense galing dito sa NLEX. Wala masyadong malaki to eh. Kaya kinakailangan talaga maklock nila yung penetrating lanes para mas mahirap naman makascore ang San Miguel.
Outside shot, Valdez. Off the mark, Ahanmisi up ahead to King. King looking at Bolick. Lost it. Keeps the possession. Number 94 losing it to Shawnee Winston. So Shawnee's playing both sides of the floor. Now he's surveying the field. He's spinning the lane. He's stuffed by Rodney. Babalik kay Berto. Shot is a miss. Enoch Valdez. Offensive rebound and put back.
now you have a glimpse as to why he's playing better minutes or longer minutes compared to his previous conference, because he is there anticipating where the ball was going to bounce and just actively getting offensive rebounds.
King to Rodney. Now it's CJ. Everyone seems to be a threat on the San Miguel side. There you go. 7 points early para kay Perez.
This is really bad news for the opposition. Maaga pa lang, ganito na nilalaro ni CJ Perez. 31 points too in their previous game. Almost 25 points per game in their first 3 games.
Maraming high scorer nga sa game na ito, Coach. So we're gonna see, I think, that type of ball game, as you mentioned, with the pace that we're playing, with the number of guys who could put points on the board, tingin ko nasa hundreds agad ito, no? Without a doubt.
Yes, at walang inaasahang depensa. Itong NLEX, they're giving away over 100 points per ball game. In fact, in their first 3 games, yung lahat ng nakakalaban nila, umiscore ng more than 100. 109 Macau, 104 Terra, 122. Ay, San Miguel pala yun. Ay, hindi. Itong Macau pala only scored 75 points against NLEX. Yun, mababa yun. San Miguel pala yung binabasa ko na pagalingan sa opensa.
Bolick to the cutter. Look at Shawnee Winston. Alam mo, nung dalawang to, parang nagkaka-chemistry na talaga. Bolick and Winston. And that gives them the lead. Ang layup na yan almost halfway through the first quarter. Timeout has been called. Watch this. Oh, you know. Easy feed, layup si Shawnee Winston. And we'll go into this timeout.
Turnovers. It's live for them. So easy for them to score. That's the problem right now. Sub muna. Next play we go 3 for him. Go 3 for him. You're staying up here. Junmar's going to be staying here. We go 3. Pass the ball. Reverse. Screen. Go. No double team. We need you to go. One-on-one. Hit me in a reverse, right? Oh yeah. Reverse. And then we're going to play. We'll see what's going to happen here. Just read it. What's going to happen with him? If there's no double team, he's going one-on-one. They might go zone. When they go zone, we need that action.
I think we're getting a lot of contributions from different guys. Obviously, Berto and Shoni are, a big part of what we do. I think they're 2 of the top young guards in the league. As we go along this conference, our growth is going to be a big key. Again, it started with Berto and Shoni, and really, I thought our bench guys were great too. Got a lot of impactful minutes from everyone, which I'm really happy with the effort from the entire group.
Alin kaya doon sa dalawang bata na yun ay aabot sa PBA, no?
Sigurado, baka dalawa.
O baka pwede dalawa
Yan
sila.
ang influence.
Berto and Shawnee, and I feel as Jimmy was talking about them, he might have had flashes of Jason and Jimmy in his head.
Tama yan. And great timing also from our production people. Na nilabas yon na before the timeout, it was a connection between Robert Bolick and Shawnee Winston.
Right.
So Robert Bolick has 2 points and 2 assists. Shawnee Winston is the leading scorer right now for NLEX with 8 points. And perfect from the field.
And Junmar Fajardo, who entered and took a shot immediately, missed it. Dequan will miss. Herndon will pull it down. And the former Beermen scores a 2 underneath.
They are scoring a lot on offensive putbacks. San Miguel must do a much better job getting defensive rebounds. Nandiyan na si Junmar, so it should be better now for San Miguel.
Outside shot doesn't drop for the Beermen. Mauuna dyan si Robbie Herndon, saving it to Dequan Jones. Here comes NLEX, Shawnee Winston. Semerad cross court to Herndon. Baba kay Dequan Jones, jumper over Junmar, won't drop. Semerad tried to keep it alive, but he taps it out of bounds. Babalik sa San Miguel Beer, trailing by 4 ang Beermen. Who's coming in? LJ Gonzalez comes in for Shawnee Winston. Matindi talaga yung guard rotation. Before you know it, Kevin Alas will be coming in, and all these guards are going to run circles around their opponents. But JB Bahio, a reliable frontliner, although also undersized, coach, comes in as well.
Wala talagang massive big man itong NLEX. So ngayon, task to guard Junmar Fajardo is their import dahil siya na yung pinakamalaking, kumbaga, malapad na manlalaro who can just take out Junmar Fajardo dun sa kanyang comfort zone. Another turnover by Junmar Fajardo, and this is what NLEX wants to do. Force a turnover, try to push the ball, try to score early. If it's not there, they will execute their half-court offense.
That's what they're doing right now. As LJ pulled it out. Gets in outside to Bolick. Bolick trying to get into the paint against CJ Perez. That matchup's been going on for a long, long time. Missed the layup, a foul on the loose ball. And they're going to call it on Berto himself, I believe.
Sayang yon. Another missed opportunity this time around. Berto, makeable shot. Hindi lang pumasok. Ayan, no? Wide open na yan. Usually, automatic. Pero hindi niya nakakalibrate na maganda yung kanyang tira. Nagmintes, natawagan pa siya ng foul. But for NLEX, they're still up by 4 points.
Jericho Cruz now in the game. Another physical guard, or guard forward, if you like to call him that. Don Troliano, another one who can score in myriad ways. As he almost steps out of bounds, goes to Jerick, who puts it up, and he misses. LJ up ahead to Berto. Easy layup ito, partner.
Oh, this time around!
JB Bahia playing the trail job as well.
Nadamay ako sa'yo.
Oo nga. Berto Bolick eh. Masyado tayong umasa na kayang-kaya yun. They scored anyway, and now they want to score it again. Another missed layup for NLEX, but pupunta naman sa linya. Ngayon si LJ Gonzalez naman.
What has improved for NLEX, and what are the reasons as to why they're up by 6? Better interior defense, and also look at this. Missed shot, but trail job. Put back. Scoring on second chance points, not giving up on the play. Kitang-kita mo yan eh, dito sa mga players who are coming off the bench for Coach Jimmy Alapag. And we are also not surprised as to why they are the best in terms of bench points. Dahil alam ng mga players na hindi nagsastart kung ano ang kanilang role sa kanilang koponan.
Apple, what say you?
Coach RG and Charlie, konting update on the side of NLEX. Ivan Nelly is still out with a calf strain. Matt Nieto is unavailable tonight due to COVID. And Brandon Ramirez will be out for 2 games as he flew to the States to attend his brother's wedding. Kaya rin inactivate ng NLEX si Dave Marcelo. Balik sa inyo.
Yun naman pala, kaya pala si Dave Guapo ay nandyan. Dahil na out of commission pala si Brandon for a family affair. So, but that's another big guy that they're losing kasi si Brandon Ramirez has had a bit of success against this guy in the past. Kaya niya itulak eh. Diba? Yung laki niya, yung heft niya, he's able to push Junmar a little bit out of that paint.
Mabigat itong si Junmar Fajardo pero he did not use his strength that time. Footwork yung kanyang ginawa para mailud ang defense nitong si Jones. But Jones trying to counter. If Junmar shoots inside, itong si Dequan Jones will just shoot from the perimeter.
That's actually a very pretty jump shot nung mula kay Dequan Jones. Ganda ng release niya. LJ! So LJ making an impact off the bench as well. The lead is up to 10. Double-digit lead. They go down to King. Inside to Junmar. Tipped away by Dequan. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Jones, and he can't believe it. Wala, he's in denial, for sure. He went for the tap, but Felt didn't hold him. Anyway, foul, timeout is called. 2:36 ang natitira sa ating first quarter.
Keep running. If he gets 3 rebounds, you run. If you get 3 rebounds, LJ, Robbie, take off, right? Hey, here we go. Hey, we got a sub for you in about a minute. Don't get your third. Hey, we're going to hit down. Kev, you're here. LJ, you're handling it. DJ, you're here.
Jimmy Alapag came into the league, head coach this conference. Tapos tinalo nilang Macau, tinampakan nila Tapos Terra Firma, muntik na sila madali sa dulo. Ganda ng habol ng jeep pero bumitin yun. NLEX gets win number 2. And then, yeah, why not another one? Iniiwan nila Titan Ultra. So they've won a couple of games by 30-plus points, Coach. And it's been an impressive start for them, regardless of who the opponents are.
I agree. 39-point victory against Macau in the very first game of Coach Jimmy Alapag here in the PBA as a head coach. They won by 1 point against Terra, as what we saw in 35-point blowout against Titan. And now, look at their scoring, 27 points, only 17 for San Miguel. So on both ends, they just got better defending the paint and also challenging the outside shooters of San Miguel.
And off that time, San Miguel comes up with nothing. So chance to expand this double-digit lead already. Kevin Alas comes into the game firing, but he misses a 3. Trolliano calculating, picked up his dribble though, goes to Mo, inside to Junmar. That's almost a sure 2 every time you get him that deep underneath.
Difficult matchup right now for NLEX. The twin tower combination of Mo Tautua and Junmar Fajardo are playing at the same time. And another thing that you want to see San Miguel do better is really rebounding. We saw that 5 steals for NLEX, just great defense, 0 for San Miguel. Second chance points, I think, is one of the reasons as to why they're up by 8 points. Because yung scoring sa second chance, 8-0 lamang doon ang Road Warriors.
That's right. And here comes Kevin Alas again. Pumasok na rin si Big Boy JL Capulong. Pass inside, too strong for Robbie Herndon. That's a turnover. They're running. Jericho Cruz will rise. Oh, he gets stuffed by LJ. And tumama pa kay Jericho. So the ball will head back to NLEX. Great defense by the guard.
Oh, beautiful sacrifice, of course, by LJ. Dahil nandun siya. But he did not foul, that is very obvious. But the sacrifice really is when you run with that kind of a speed to defend the transition. Yun ang mga players na gusto mo. Oh, sayang, ano, tumama.
Oo nga. Pasok na yun, kaso nanulak ito si Capulong. And he cost them 3 points right there.
Parang sa loob-loob ni LG. Ang gulo mo kasi.
Oo nga eh.
Pasok na yung tira ko eh.
Now it's Mo against the smaller Bahio. Mo trying to back him down. Outside to Chris Ross. Releases a 3. Wide left yun. Bahio aboard and he'll take it across. Bahio to the corner. Herndon likes it from there. There you go. That's a 3.
Oh, specialty of Herndon. Just a great asset because of his shooting ability. Every time he's open, he does not hesitate, and why not?
Nakakadalawang offensive rebound na rin siya.
Ano na nga.
Junmar inside against 4 black shirts ba yun? Wala naman eh. Parang walang defender, partner.
Parang ano eh, kumbaga, takbo kayo ng takbo pero susutan ko kayo sa ilalim. Dahil pagdating sa speed, mahirapan si Junmar. Running down to defend the transition of NLEX.
4 ni Alas, wala rin.
Malamig ang panimula ni Kevin. But it takes the entire team really to just stop Junmar Fajardo once he gets his position near the rim. Dahil maliliit nga eh. So inaasahan ni Coach Jimmy na at least mapo-push out ni Capulong itong si Junmar Fajardo. Marami na ang sumubok. Pero wala pa rin nagawa.
That's right. Well, they rest Bahio and Herndon. Papasok si Kevin Racal. Pati na rin si Anthony Semernog returning to the game. Cruz. Step back 3. That's too strong. Rebound taken by LJ. Well, these guards of NLEX, they like to rebound also. Alas Kid continues, and he knew that time was about to expire. So awareness ni Kevin Alas, but he's 0 of 3 from the field so far. Strong quarter for the NLEX Road Warriors. 30-21, and there's something you noticed, yung labanan sa second chance points.
Yes, and hard work really paying off here for NLEX for just staying active and getting those offensive rebounds. 6 offensive rebounds for them. Only 1 for San Miguel. And the result is plus 8 points for the Road Warriors in the first quarter. 0 for San Miguel.
30 and above lahat eh.
36 points nga ang average nito eh. And is also dishing off to his open teammates. 4.3 assists for King. And what I like is yung kanyang shot selection. Dati he takes like 10 to 12 fours in a game. Pero ngayon medyo limitado na yan. Only 4 points so far here for the prolific import of San Miguel. But credit of course that dun sa preparation defensively ni Coach Jimmy Alapag.
San Miguel now with the possession. Mo Tautua in the paint, kicks it out to Jericho. The swing to Chris Ross. He'll drive. Left it for Trollano. They go back to Junmar. Why not? It's been working. Powers his way in. Lost his footing. And the referees call a foul.
Hirap na hirap din talaga itong si Junmar Fajardo dahil he has to contend against the heavy Kapulong. Hindi talaga mababack down ng ganun-ganun lang. Tapos may help pang dumadating. Sometimes it's right away. Sometimes it is on the dribble. So nalilito rin itong si Junmar Fajardo.
It's going to be a baseline inbound. Chris Ross will do that. We've just started our second period in Game 1 ang ating doubleheader on this PBA Sunday. Mo.
Pressure. Nakita mo yung pressure?
But Mo will attack, find his way to the hoop. And that's the nice thing about a big guy who can put the ball on the floor.
And that is the reason why there has to be a strong secondary defender or a tertiary defender. Dahil grabe yung pag-pressure ni Semirad. Pero Semirad felt like naisahan ako ni Mo. Na-blow by ako pero wow, he's clutching on his right knee and it doesn't look good.
Whenever that happens, you know, we're always concerned. There's been some injuries we have been able to witness, and it's never a pleasant thing to see. Mo goes over to assistant coach George Gallant for some advice. Watch what happened here. Semberad's running across the lane. Banggaan silang dalawa. The right knee.
Wala pang bola, no?
Oo nga eh. Let's see, tumama ba somewhere?
Ayun.
Tuhod sa tuhod ba?
Yes.
Medyo,
Left
no.
knee of Mo Tautua.
Well, that's not nice at all. He's still on the ground. Mandatory substitution, and you're supposed to get up within 15 seconds or get substituted. The problem is, he hasn't even gotten up yet. Ayun, he's sitting up already. That's a start. Importante ito si Semirad sa rotation ng NLEX because he's a big guy. He defends the opponent's best frontliner. Can shoot threes.
Tama yan. A very good scouting report dahil he is very tough defensively. Usually guards the opposing imports. And he is a solid shooter or corner camper from the three-point area.
But nice thing is he's able to walk back to the bench. Siya mag-isa, hindi na siya inakay-akay. Problema, upo muna siya. Palit ng tao. And it's a bit of a smallish lineup right now para sa NLEX, what it always is actually. Di ba? Wala namang biglahin na pang NLEX eh.
Pare-parehas lang talaga. Yung guards nila solid talaga. Pero yung kanilang big guys, ang function lang talaga is for defense. Wala kang maaasahan talaga na suscore ng 20.
Mo on the move once more. And he's fouled on the way up. If that is Dequan Jones, that's going to be his third.
Foul on the 54, Dequan Jones.
That is. Pangatla ni Dequan Jones yan. And he looks puzzled. Just has to crack a smile because doesn't know what else to do.
Very early here in the second quarter. Let's take a look at it once again. Strong drive by Mo Tautua. Clipped on the arm by Jones. But kanina pa natin nababanggit very limited talaga yung post-rotation or big guy rotation ni Coach Jimmy Alapag. Kaya he has opted to let Jones play even with 3 personal fouls.
Mo puts that one in. It's down to 5, yung lamang ng NLEX. 1 minute pa lang tayo into the second period. Kapulong will try to make his move against Junmar. Turnaround jumper. Bit too strong. Here comes Chris Ross. Slowly crawling back ang San Miguel Beermen. Down by double digits na kanina. Junmar ang kanilang hinahanap. Instead kay Cruz pumunta. Then it gets to Junmar. inside the Donti. That's gonna be a shove mula kay K-Rax. Free throws naman para kay Troliano.
With this kind of A lineup for San Miguel, talagang sisikip eh. Dahil papabayaan itong NLEX, tumira si Ross. Tapos they're gonna take their chances dito kay Cruz, although Cruz can hit it from the outside. So hinahanap ngayon ni Junmar yung cutters. And this is a very successful unit that Coach Peter Martin has on the floor. They were down by as many as 10 points once upon a time in the first quarter, pero unti-unti nang nakakabalik. 4 na lang itong hinahabol ng San Miguel. And after that second free throw, down to 3 itong lamang ng NLEX.
Itong San Miguel talaga, it's really hard to just leave them behind. You can momentarily, but they always try to crawl back. Pass to Shawnee Winston, who returns and announces his re-entry into the ball game. Nagbimintis pa ito.
Grabe, no? Just a quiet performer itong si Shawnee Winston. Pero he just gets the job done.
No fanfare. What all?
Diba?
Diba, he just takes the shot. Pagpasok, sige, run back on defense. Doesn't even, yung itataas na yung 3 fingers niya sa tabi ng ulo niya, katulad ng iba. Start pounding your chest. Walang ganun eh.
Walang flex whatsoever. But the defense of Troliano must adjust. You don't want to give that open look dito kay Shawnee Winston. And look at his temperament. Very stable. Talagang laro lang. Kaya napaka-effective dito sa PBA.
Tama yun. Apple, what's your story?
Charlie and Coach RG, parang si Tony Semerad mismo yung gumawa ng report. He said, no pop, tuhod sa tuhod, right knee contusion with just hard bruising. Right now, they're just icing it. They'll give more update daw at halftime. Pero mukhang kaya naman to ilaro ulit. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Dr. Semerad, for that report. Di ba? Pero...
self-assessment yun. There's no better person, di ba?
Tsaka ayaw niya lumabas sa game. Di ba? Pag pinatingin pa niya, pinadiagnose pa niya, baka dalhin pa siya sa locker room. Gusto niya nandito siya. Kaya pa raw niya maglaro. Ganun ka-tough yan.
Tama yan. And speaking of kayang maglaro, kayang-kaya. Itong si Shawnee Winston still perfect from the field. Unfortunately for Mo Tautua, was playing good basketball before he missed those 2 free throws.
And Dequan Jones was determined to draw a foul sa play na yun. Sugod siya diretso right into Mo Tautua, who took the bait and slapped down on the arm of Dequan Jones. So free throws para kay Jones, who's had a quiet night so far. 4 na puntos pa lamang para sa import ng NLEX.
Mahaba-haba yung pahinga nito, ha? Dito sa LAL, pabalik na itong si George King. He played 9 minutes in the first quarter, so had a 3-minute rest. Tapos papasok siya with 9:50. So he's gonna come in fresh and better understanding kung anong depensa ginagawa ng Road Warriors, because he was only good for 4 points. So nahihirapan din siya dun sa sikip ng depensa nitong mga nakaitim.
Ito, dalawang imports natin, may konting NBA experience. Diba? Ilang laro sa Phoenix at sa Dallas. Ito si George King, just a few games. And then si Dequan Jones naman, naka 63 games for the Orlando Magic. So they do have some NBA pedigree. As Bolek now will push it to Shawnee. Shawnee babalik kay Berto. 3 yan kung sakasakali. Ganun na nga.
Oh, just a strong connection. I'm gonna say this on national television. This is probably 2 of the best guards right now playing for one team.
Tama.
At pati yung connection nila.
Dave Marcelo has checked into the game. He's trying to guard Junmar Fajardo as the King will take an outside shot and miss. Bolek will try to push, pero he sees all white shirts in front of him. Despite that, he takes the 3. Pops out, but Dequan was there. Putback is good. Challenge pa ng opposing import to no avail.
And from a confidence standpoint, kung alam ng mga shooters na parating may chance silang makakuha ng offensive rebound, tumataas yung kumpiyansa. So napakaraming puntos na na-generate itong Road Warriors on second chance opportunities. That's still nothing from the outside partner. There has been a cold 3-point shooting for San Miguel.
That's right, and it went down to 3 already. Yung lamang ng NLEX. Now it's back up to 13. Si Dave titira, mintis, natapik nila, kanila pa rin ang bola. Dequan for 4. That's good! And that lead is up to 17. Dequan Jones just stepped into that one, knocking it down. And that prompts a timeout from Coach Peter Martin.
Oh, just great determination by all these players from NLEX.
Power move. Oh. Power move. Play of the half brought to us by Sports Plus. And then you followed up with this.
Another second chance points this time around from Jones from the top of the key.
Comparing to the squad they had in the 2024 Governor's Cup, Daquan Jones says right now they have so much young, active talent who gets out in transition. At para sa kanya, he doesn't have to do much of the scoring. There's also difference in the philosophy and the playing style. Ngayon daw, they have so much space, they're sharing the ball, which makes it exciting to play and fun to watch. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat. Well, fun to watch indeed. But, you know, what's been fun to watch if you're an NLEX supporter, you know, you're really cheering for this team because this is San Miguel Beer you're playing against. George King is there. You got CJ, Junmar, and the rest of their crew. Ngunit, angat ka ng 17 ngayon with 8:28 to go in this first half. And it's different guys who are attacking. If it's not Shawnee Winston, it's Berto Bolig, and then there's Daquan Jones. Kanina si Bahio nakalayap, si Enoch Valdez, si Robbie Herndon. Lahat tumutulong.
Tsaka walang rust na pinapakita. Remember, the last time NLEX played was July 14. So mahaba yung kanilang pahinga. And it seems like talagang energized sila in tonight's ball game. But the difference maker, partner, is second chance points. 14-0 na. Lamang itong NLEX at another missed basket by CJ Perez from the outside. So, sayang yung nasunog na timeout doon. Di sila nakapuntos.
And we were questioning, you know, the NLEX being a bit small in size. Baka sa mga rebounds, hindi nila makuha yan. But they're limiting San Miguel to one and done sa kanilang opensa. Getting to defensive boards. George King lost that ball. They're gonna say it was because of a foul. So,
just going out of control. He was lucky na natawagan ng foul ng NLEX. But kita mo talagang walang mapuntahan. Bumabalik sila doon sa kanilang natural tendency. Particularly itong si George King. Nakakanyahin niya na lang. At hindi na siya asa sa kanyang mga kampe. Samantala, team penalty na kasi itong NLEX. Napakaaga pa nito with 7:43 remaining here in the second quarter. This should be pounced on by San Miguel.
George King averaging 30 plus a game. And so far quiet in this contest. He's got a total of 5 points. Take this opportunity, Coach, just to congratulate all the graduates of the Ateneo Law School. Graduating today. Ngayon ang kanilang graduation. So sa mga aking kapwa Ateneo Law grads, congratulations sa inyo.
Tsaka yung pamangkin mo.
Of course.
Diba?
Including my nephew.
Of course. Congratulations to the fam.
JB Bahio back in the game. Dave Marcelo, the short stint, but was able to help out a little bit on defense. Veteranong-veterano na yan.
Quality minutes lang. The mere fact that he is in the active roster. A lot of reasons to be, kumbaga, grateful.
Oo, tsaka laging handa naman yan. He used to be a Beerman too. Look at Shawnee inside. Andreas Kahilig didn't even know what he was doing. Bumped into Shawnee Winston, knocked him down. Siya matatawagan.
Testing din talaga itong depensa nitong San Miguel kung ano-anong kombinasyon ng kanilang sinusubukan. Pero hindi talaga mahinto itong si Shawnee Winston. 11 points for Shawnee Winston. Second leading scorer here for NLEX behind the 12 points of Jones. But what is amazing is perfect from the field so far. That is 3 out of 3 from 2. 1 out of 1 from the three-point area. Perfect from the free throw line. 2 out of 2. And medyo confident ako rito na walang broadcaster's curse to dahil solid talaga from the line.
Wala namang ganun, sabi ni Dr. J,
Yes,
di ba? Hindi natin...
Correct. Di naman tayo tumitire.
Another one coming up for Deshaun. He makes them both, and the lead has climbed up one more time, back to 17. Impressive first half for the NLEX Road Warriors thus far. 7 minutes and 15 to go pa ito. Marami pa pwede mangyari before the break. George King tries to take on Bahio. Good defense, have to pass it out. Now Ahanmisi, who's been quiet, puts it up, and it's a miss. Dequan comes down with it. Nakastop na naman ang NLEX.
Tumatakbo na naman sila rito, pero handa doon ang depensa ng San Miguel.
Bolek to the hoop. Layup is another miss. Bolek's been miscalculating those layups.
Third missed layup na itong si Robert Bolek.
CJ back to Troliano, thinks about the three, decides to drive. He'll spin around, kick it out. Agaw na naman. And Shawnee keeps it alive. Ball handling in the sink. Off the glass, Sonny Winston. Partner, 15 points na yan.
What a strong move. In traffic, he was able to manufacture a basket. And this is now the brand new biggest lead of NLEX. 19 points na ang kanilang lamang.
What a strong first half. CJ Perez dancing with Semerad, who's back in the game. He had to pick up his dribble. They go to Anmisi to swing to Don for 4. No! Nakastop na naman at pwedeng umangat sa 20. Plus, itong lamang pag makascore ang NLEX sa sequence na ito. Bolek will spin. Left it for Jones. He'll drive the paint. Layup is good!
And what a run by NLEX, forcing another TO by San Miguel. Whatever they wanted on offense, they could do. But it's all starting on defense, foiling every attempt by San Miguel. Look at that interception by Shawnee Winston. And he was able to complete it under the defense of Kahilig.
Matindi rin yung naka-steal na nga on one end, finishing on the other side. And may challenge yun yung kay Winston. Ito rin, kay Jones. Just eluding the defense in midair, hitting that layup, and that lead, blackjack na, partner. 21-point lead.
And what a performance by NLEX. Something that we did not anticipate.
Right.
But they know everything. I mean, from a scouting standpoint, they've covered all the options on offense by San Miguel. Even George King is having a hard time scoring. Junmar Fajardo did not have Junmar Fajardo numbers when he was playing. And then the number of steals. 6 steals now for NLEX, only 1 for San Miguel. And points off the turnovers, that is 10 for NLEX and only 4 for SMB. So this is just total domination by the black shirts of the Road Warriors.
Ano yung sasagot coming off that short timeout? San Miguel Beer looking for some points. They've only got 29. San Miguel Beer yan, ha? Past the halfway mark na tayo in the second quarter. That's all they could muster thus far. So yung depensa ng NLEX has been on point as well. It's going to be a hold on Robbie Herndon. If you're San Miguel, gusto mo palitin ng konti itong lamang, siyempre coach, bago matapos. But if you're NLEX, you can bring this up to 25 and above before the break. You know, just para may malaking cushion entering that second half.
The challenge right now for San Miguel is to identify their advantage. And what is that? It is the penalty situation of the Road Warriors. That is the thing there is for them to attack aggressively. Don't just settle for an outside shot. They've been so bad from the outside. Only 1 out of 9 for 11% partner. So ang kailangan nilang gawin is chip it away but shoot accurately from the line. Even Marshall Lassiter just missed his second free throw.
So even 20-point lead. 5.5 remaining in the second period. Bahio. Bolek in the paint. Drops it off to Bahio. Mid-range. That won't hit the mark. George King. Up ahead to Ahanmisi. He faces. Shawnee's right there. King. Attacking. He lost it. Got it back. Can't get it to go and it rolls off him. Out of bounds.
Swerte na rin eh. Dahil another makeable basket by George King under normal circumstances, but he is now bothered by the help side defense. And look at that! Just vertical jump by Bahio. No way talaga na matatawagan siya ng foul doon because kuhang-kuha niya talaga yung cylinder na kanya kumbaga sa kanyang pag-challenge.
Bahio now will try to attack. The fake. Hindi ko magat si Abay. Sabay step back. Bitin ang tira. No chance for an offensive rebound there. That was early offense. George King now will hit the deck. And he bounces right up as if he wanted to confront JB Bahio.
Si Bahio, hard foul lang. Tapos, hindi siya tumatakbo dahil takot siya kay King. Tumatakbo siya dahil papalitan na siya.
That's right.
Pero tama yung foul eh. Hindi naman nanakit eh. Yung momentum lang rin eh, ni George King yun eh. Titignan pa rin nila. I-review partner. FIBA rules yun.
Review na naman. Panay ang review. So a bit of a lull here right now because they're gonna see kung ano ba talagang ginawa ni Bahio kay George King. Is it just a regular foul or an unspo? George King talking to his guys. That's the guy who committed the foul. And what they're checking is if it's just, if it was correctly called a regular foul. So hindi siya pwede lumabas muna. Antayin niya muna yung hatol ng mga referees natin. That's Marty Montoya, the pride of Arayat, Pampanga, talking to George King.
We see this from a different vantage point. It was actually King who initiated that one.
Yung sa last part,
yung tapik
yung
sa may
binaba.
diba?
Oh, ito parang binaba yung arm.
The head. So, tama.
Unspo.
Tama.
Unspo nga.
Actually, yung wind up eh. Doon kung yung first foul lang ang tinawagan, it's just a regular foul. Pero parang may hampas pa. Kaya pala nag-react si King, ano?
Correct. Di natin nakita in real time kanina.
Ganda ng camera angle natin doon.
So free throws ito plus ball possession para sa San Miguel. They could take advantage of this situation. 2 free throws and another field goal, no matter what it is, will cut this lead down.
Only 6 points for George King. Nails the first one. 4 turnovers. Just scouted so well by the defense of the Road Warriors. Still a mountain to climb para rito sa San Miguel. Back-to-back hits. Make it 6 out of 6 from the line and retain possession.
Mga tao, ina-Alaska yata ni Dominic Fajardo si JB Bahio.
Oo nga eh.
Ganun lang ba yung unsportsmanlike mo? Ganun ba yung usapan doon?
Parang pinunas mo lang yung pawis. Parang
CJ on the drive and no foul call. Referee Mira says
it will be corrected.
okay.
No problem. Don't overreact.
Ready na mag-inbound si Anthony Semerad, but referee Mira, sheepish smile from our referee, but he clarified with his colleagues.
Nandun si referee Romel Gruta para maitama yung tawag na yun.
CJ, kailangan tumira. 1 second to go. Ayaw pa rin. Off target. Tumatakbo si Shawnee. Layup na naman to, coach.
It was a bad shot by Perez, but I don't think he had a lot of choice that time. But this is even going to be worse.
Look at Berto. He's the one telling the referee pa, tigil nyo. Di ba? Kasi bumagsak yung dati ko pang kalaban. Arch rival ko ito.
Parang groin ang hinahawakan ito eh.
I think he got hit. He might have gotten a knee somewhere there earlier. I'm not sure. Or maybe he popped something, but he's feeling some pain. He's going to walk it off, perhaps. And so the concern grows for these guys. This is the coaching staff of San Miguel you were seeing on your screens. Coach Leo is at the back.
Limping itong si CJ Perez. So papasok itong si Rodney Brundial. Let's take a look at it once again. Dito ba siya nasaktan?
Yun,
Ayun,
yeah. Kumawak siya agad eh.
Correct. Tapos he was the one who took the shot. Pero desperation shot yun dahil their shot clock was winding down and a quick leak out by Shawnee Winston for another basket. 17 total points for Shawnee Winston.
Balik sa 20 lamang ng NLEX. June Martin King hangs in the air. Mintis. Look at Dave Marcelo just bothering George King on that drive. So the veteran really knows what to do.
He understands kung ano ang expectation sa kanya ng coaching staff. At ginagawa niya lang yun. Tulak, oh. Ayun, tinulak na naman sa JMF. Oh.
Ayun, umabot na. Finally, George King gets all the way to the rim. He's got 10 points, double digits na rin ang import ng San Miguel. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Bolik. He's just going back and forth, left and right. Oh, the soft touch, umiral doon para kay Bolik.
siya na inaasahan dyan dahil wala yung kanilang import. Tapos covered na. Itong si Shawnee Winston.
Si Shawnee Winston, dapat palagay ko, samahan nila kahit pumunta sa CR yan. Di ba?
Hindi nagmimintis eh.
Junmar Fajardo banging with Dave Marcelo, and Dave is called for the foul, but he prevents a three-point play opportunity.
Oh, Marcelo definitely serviceable here for the Road Warriors. Yun lang naman ang task niya, di ba? Pahirapan lang si Junmar Fajardo. Nothing easy. Kung kinakailangan magbigay ng foul, bigyan. Bumangga una, bangga pangalawa. Masakit ang katawan nito pagkatapos ng laro. Pero na-prevent naman niya yung end one.
Free throw is good for the big man. Nice touch, you know, for a guy as big as he is. I don't think I've seen anyone his size shoot free throws the way he does.
But the biggest attribute dito kay Junmar Fajardo is hindi nagsasabing hindi ako pwede sa Gilas Pilipinas.
Yeah.
He always volunteers and always makes himself available for flag and country.
Willing na willing makipagbanggaan doon sa mga higante all over the world. Shawnee outside to Berto. Still time on the shot clock, 10 seconds to go. Bolick trying to get free. He's dancing with Ahanmisi. He'll step back for a three. Too strong. Rebound taken by Junmar. Is it Junmar? Yeah,
Yes.
they're gonna call a foul on Valdez. He tried,
penalty. Oh yeah. Importante talaga may Junmar Fajardo, who at any given conference can average more than 15 rebounds per ball game. Very slow start for him. Did not play in the very first game of San Miguel. Dahil nga medyo may kapoy factor pa siya. Tapos ngayon, unti-unting bumabalik na yung kanyang timing. But the most important aspect right now for San Miguel is their defensive rebounding might. Dahil doon talaga sila natalo ng NLEX, particularly second chance points.
That's right. Apple?
Yes, sumakit, nag-tight yung bandang left groin ni CJ Perez. Kung makikita niyo siya sa bench, he's trying to stretch it and assess it further daw mamayang halftime. I'll keep you updated, guys.
Thanks a lot, Apple, and we will await your update. CJ there stretching it out, you know, tinetefting niya. Mababa averages ni Junmar so far, but you know he's gonna get himself going sooner or later. But that's two missed free throws, Coach Ryan. What is happening?
Pagkatapos mong purihin eh. Para na-conscious.
Oo nga eh. Galing from tapos pintis yung dalawa. Ano ko, no?
Soft touch,
Grabe ka naman, bay. Bolick goes to Shawnee. Will he continue making it? Yes!
Unbelievable performance by this guy. Another basket from the three-point area. Well set up by Robert Bolick. He has a total of 20 and he has not missed.
Wala pa. Matindi to. 2 games ago ng Magnolia, naka 5 for 5 from the field si Ian Sangalang. He started his last game 6 for 6 before missing his 7th. Si Shawnee so far, perfect from the field. May mga tres pang kasama, matindi. 21-point lead for NLEX with 2.5 remaining. Alam mo itong NLEX doing its best talaga sa second chance points, trail jobs, just helping out on the boards. You saw a couple of plays, Coach Ryan, that you thought were very interesting to illustrate this.
What we're gonna see is a distinct advantage of the Road Warriors in this game. First is they're just trying to make sure that they will collapse, get that ball, and leak out. Because quickness is their advantage. They don't want San Miguel to set up their defense because Junmar Fajardo will not be able to run down on D. And look at this baseball pass. So even if Robert Bolick missed that shot, the trail job was there, available for the Road Warriors. That is what you want to see. Never giving up on a particular play. Almost a botched play. They gave that pass outside to Robert Bolick. Robert Bolick was not able to make it. And look at what happens on the weak side. Enoch Valdez available once again for an offensive rebound and another putback. So outworked are the Beermen in this game.
And there were several more of those types of plays, no? Oh, look at that. On the inbound, katatanggap lang niya. Corner 3 para kay George King. They needed that basket. Lead is down to 18. 2:18 to go.
14-2. That is our second chance points advantage,
Oh,
of course.
first miss para kay Shawnee Winston. But there is another second chance point opportunity. Enoch Valdez naman.
Completed 16. So that number that we just saw must be updated. It is now 16-2 pagdating dun sa second chance points. Advantage, Road Warriors.
Perfect night ni Shawnee has been broken, but you know he's going to continue shooting anyway. He gets that board. Enoch Valdez is on the right. Bolick as well. The lob. And Valdez will finish. Back-to-back hoops. High leaper talaga yan. He's the type of guy you could throw lobs to.
And what we're seeing is a different facet in the game of Enoch Valdez. Not only is he getting offensive rebounds, he's also running down on defense, finishing fast break opportunities for his team. Almost a traveling violation, but a foul will be whistled against Kapulong. But such an impressive game we're seeing here for the Road Warriors. Relentlessly attacking the glass from the weak side. Tapos also running down, scoring on the break. Two things. This is what you call game preparation. They feel like San Miguel will not be able to keep in step with them in the quickness department. So what are they doing? Quicken the tempo of the ball game. Another thing is on rebounding situations, medyo late sa reaction itong San Miguel. And it is quickly prioritized by the Road Warriors. And
another missed free throw, Coach Rai. Ilan na? Siguro mga 5-6 na, no?
ang dami na eh. Hindi
Yes, Coach Leo.
makakatulong eh. 22. Coach Leo Austria. Good to see him back here for his team.
Yung basa ko kay Coach Leo doon, gustong tumayo at makialam na. Pero he knows that, he's been coming from sick bay. Medyo relax muna siya. But I don't know. What's going on right now is good for his health.
Tama. But of course, kasi pag nandiyan ako 3 straight misses by Rodney Brundial. Wow.
Pa yung release niya eh. That was its
Matulis,
normal
diba?
form.
Parang
Oo.
matulis eh.
Well, idol naman niya si Dennis Rodman. Ganyan din mag-free throw si Dennis Rodman talaga. Yan ang problema eh.
Correct.
Shawnee Winston. But he's really on target. Kahit yung shot niya na nagbintis was actually down already. Tumalbog palabas lang. And ito, final na siya. Initsa niya, pumasok pa rin eh. Ang init ng kamay.
Oh, sobra. At good shots eh. Wala masyadong puwersang tira. It is within the flow of their offense. He is being set up right now.
It's a foul on Marshall Lassiter.
Only the 4th team foul for San Miguel. So they are not yet in team penalty. And just a fantastic ball game right now for NLEX. Can you imagine this? With just a little over 1 minute, 22 puntos ang kanilang lamang against the mighty Beermen.
Don't look so mighty right now as NLEX is lording it over. Parang kada NLEX nga ang sinasabi nila. Kapulong. Oh, he had the right idea, just not aware that the clock was about to expire.
Tama yung nabanggit mong yun. He attacked the closeout of Junmar Fajardo but not enough time for him to make a basket. Dahil naputokan sila ng 24. Golden opportunity para rito sa San Miguel na maibaba ang kalamangan nitong NLEX with less than 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter.
Pero coach, regardless of what happens in the next 40 seconds, napakaraming kailangan pag-usapan ng Beermen when they enter that locker room for the half.
Unang-una, shot selection eh. Ibigay na nila muna dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Kung hindi ready depensa ng Road Warriors, talagang mamimias pa si JMF dyan.
Tony Semerad hit a 3 early in the game. That's his second. 6 points total for him. That's a 23-point lead. Pinakamalaki yan sa ating game so far.
And we are not surprised the way Robert Bolick is really distributing the ball. 5 assists already for Berto. Another foul will be called against Kapulong. And as early as the 7-minute mark, team penalty na eh. Itong NLEX. Pero grabe talaga. Vision ni Robert Bolick ready to shoot itong si Anthony Semerad. Another basket from deep. This is the biggest lead of NLEX. Pataas ng pataas yung biggest lead na binabanggit natin eh. Dahil Michael Jordan na itong lamang ng NLEX. 23.
Nabilib nga ako kasi parang papasa ng pakanan si Bolick sabay kick to the left eh. May mata yata sa left side ng ulo to si Bolick. He found Semerad waiting there at the 3-point line.
Pero the woes continue for San Miguel. Another missed free throw by Junmar Fajardo.
Pakarami na.
2 out of 5 from the free throw line. Let's see if he can make the second one, and he does. 11 points for our MVP. 9.6 seconds natitira rito para sa NLEX na makakuha pa ng disenteng tira.
That's right. Siyempre, ginamit na ni Coach Jimmy Alapag ang kanyang 30. Try to set up something, and there's more than ample time, Coach Ryan, na makagawa ng magandang play rito. Couple of passes perhaps to get somebody open. No pressure at all for NLEX because you're up 22. You just want to add on to it.
Alam mo, nakakabilib talaga rito. Yung importance ng tinatawag natin gang rebounding. You just don't want to rely on one person or two people getting majority of the rebounds sa team mo. As you take a look at, of course, mutual respect. Jimmy Alapag and Marshall Lassiter, two of the best three-point shooters in the history of the PBA.
Top 2, partner. Sa mix, ha?
Almost, wow, lumalayo si Marshall Lassiter. Close to 1,400 already for him. 1,250 naman itong si Jimmy Alapag. Nandyan pa rin si Alan Kaydik, LA
Hindi na habol yung iba eh. Wala na eh. Kasi lahat retirado na yan eh. Somebody have to come up from back, wherever down there in the standings. He gets it on the steal. Oh! 4 yun. That's big. That's gonna change a lot of things. Instead of being down 22, you're gonna be down by just 18. He crowns himself. But he's got a lot of work to do. Try to come back in that second half, Coach.
Tama yan, but great finish there if that was gonna count. Yes, and officially a 4-point shot by George King. So instead of being down by 22 at the end of the first 2 quarters with that steal, 18 puntos na lang itong kailangan habulin ng San Miguel. Patama ka, malayo pa rin. Marami pa rin kailangan gawin itong San Miguel para makabalik. But this is definitely a huge step towards the right direction for there.
Dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, baliktaran ang score natin. 6-4, 4-6, lamang ng 18 points itong NLEX over the San Miguel Beermen. What a half it was for NLEX, Coach Ryan.
Oh, real deal. Yun ang pinakita nila in the first 24 minutes of play on both ends. They're playing tough defense. They know exactly how to dissect the strength of San Miguel, running down court, scoring on the break, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. And that is why, tanggalin mo lang yung last play na naka 4-point shot. Itong si George King, napakaganda ng performance ng kupunan ni Coach Jimmy Alapag.
In fact, dapat 22-point lead nga yan. As you mentioned, naka-4 si King at the buzzer almost to cut it a little bit down.
6 threes already for NLEX, only 2 for San Miguel. Even yung field goal shooting from deep, napakababa para rito sa San Miguel. Fast break points, that is +4 for NLEX. But the huge difference is from the effort department. Yung tinatawag nating hustle board or hustle points. 16 second chance points para rito sa NLEX. At dalawa lamang para rito sa San Miguel. And this is something new. San Miguel with Junmar Fajardo and a lot of tall threes. Only were able to grab 15 rebounds as a team. On the other hand, itong NLEX, 31 total ang kanilang rebounds. Tapos sa offensive rebounding end naman, lamang din ang NLEX, 9-2. Kaya hindi kagulat-gulat kung bakit lamang na lamang itong NLEX sa laban natin ngayon.
Tapos yung leading scorer sa lahat, no? Over everybody else is Shawnee Winston. He's a local, but he's playing like an import right now. Only one miss from the field in that first half. Dequan Jones supporting him, Bolik and Enoch Valdez as well. George King with 17. We expect him to score a lot, but not enough contributions from the guys, the usual suspects sa panig ng San Miguel.
Tama, Shawnee Winston really was awesome in the first 2 quarters. We talked about his 20 points, and defensively, he was able to disrupt and get 3 steals. 5 out of 5, perfect from the 2-point area, perfect from the free throw line. He is just very active. He is just fearless. He knows how to attack. He knows how to finish even under duress. And this guy really is such a great fit for the system of Coach Jimmy Alapag.
I'm sure he's really happy, when he ponders what has happened to him in his basketball past. He was in Converge, playing quite regularly, nakakascore ng 10, 12, 14. Comes over to NLEX and he's one of the main guys. He handles the ball at times, but a lot of times he's the recipient of great passes. Tapos yung perimeter shot niya, I don't know what he's been working on, but it's been on point.
Parang si DeRozan.
Correct.
Tumira sa mid-range. Mid-range specialist nga ang tawag natin sa kanya. And if you run it back, partner, kumbaga redraft, tapos tignan natin ulit yung draft year nitong si Winston. Baka nasa top 3 yan.
Correct.
Di ba? Ganun kagaling.
Yung based on what they've done so far in their careers, di ba? umangat na talaga siya sa draft sequence na yan. Mauuna sa possession sa third quarter ang NLEX, so they have a chance to immediately increase their lead. It's going to be Semerad, Winston, Valdez, Bolick, and Dequan Jones on the other side. King, Jericho Cruz, Hanmisi, Lassiter, and Junmar Fajardo. Jones hits the deck. Bolick bouncing to Jones. He'll attack the basket but lose the ball. Get it back. Tries to save it. Wrestling ang nangyari. And you never want Jericho Cruz to be in the middle of a scrum like that, because he will react aggressively every time.
And
Diba?
yes, he's really not going to give up. He will always chase that ball. And if there is one thing that they lack, it is the energy. Kaya yun ang pinasisimulan ngayon ni Jericho Cruz. He's really gonna dive for that loose ball. Look at this skirmish. Parang nawala na yung bola.
Yeah, that's right. Wrestling na nga nangyari. Doon pa lang wala ng bola eh. Pero tuloy ang wrestling ng dalawa.
Pero play yun dahil hindi pa nag-tap out si CJ Perez eh. Sorry, si Jericho Cruz eh. Si CJ was on the other side.
Well, they had a nice discussion.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Jump ball na lang ang tinawag. Possession arrow pointing to the Beermen. So yeah, the possession arrow, which I really do not like, is in effect. So ball na ng Beermen, and they have a chance to, instead of NLEX with a chance to increase the lead immediately, San Miguel has a chance to bring it down. And I'm sure pinaalala ni Coach Jimmy Alabag at nila Jong Wichico and the rest. San Miguel ang kalaban nyo. Yung 18 points na yan, that is nothing.
Mabilis yan. Lalo na meron isang shooter from the outside. Pero nire-review pa rin ng ating mga referees kung meron bang itatawag pang iba ron. Dahil nga wala ng bola, nagkagriin pa itong si Enoch Valdez, pati si Jericho Cruz. Nung nabanggit kong si CJ Perez was on the other side, he's not actually on the floor.
Yes.
Dahil masakit nga yung kanyang groin, so he's there sitting at the farthest end ng bench ng San Miguel.
Testingin kaya siya mamaya. Diba? Is the question.
Diba? Kasi talagang bad landing or na hyperextend niya yung kanyang groin. Nilabas siya nung pagkakataong yun. Towards the latter part of the second quarter, hindi pa nakakabalik.
That's the concern all the time when it's a muscle thing. Sometimes it concerns them more than other injuries, because those muscle pulls or strains, they last longer. Diba? Ang hirap to recover because you can't do any activity. You have to rest it. Anyway, we'll get a report for sure later on. So it's San Miguel ball. Konting backcourt pressure ang gagawin ng Dark Shirts.
Ito maganda rin itong 2-2-1 zone press na ginagawa nitong NLEX just to slow down the execution of San Miguel. And in doing so, ang gusto rin nila is kumbaga ma-challenge yung outside shooting. But remember this guy.
Yep.
Dahil he only scored 4 points in the first quarter, and now he has a total of 20. Better defense right now, and this is the San Miguel that we're used to seeing, playing with so much pride on defense.
And it turns out 7 straight points yan para kay King. The 4 to end that second quarter, the 3 to start this one, and then the lead is now down to just 15. Very manageable. Ito na, hindi pa nakaka-score nga ito si Jericho Hanmisi. King, he wants to close the gap quickly. He lets the defender fly by, but he'll miss the 4. Can they get the board though? Bolick throws it forward. Dequan Jones can't get to it. Hanmisi did see Junmar, who was waiting there for more than 3 seconds. Patay yung referee yata, nagulat. Hindi na siya natawagan ng 3 seconds because the possession was quickly changing. So he gets away with that. And that's a quick run. It's now down to just a baker's dozen. And we talked about it. Mabilis talaga pwede bumalik itong San Miguel Beer.
Ganda ng effort pero na-anticipate yun ni Jericho Hanmisi. But it's not difficult to spot Junmar Fajardo underneath the rim. He found himself wide open.
Ito San Miguel Beer, they're used to winning. Winning streaks are not new. No Junmar, no problem. Macau ang kalaban. 14-point win. Tapos tinesting naman sila ng Jim. Pero San Miguel just, you know, gutted it out in the end game, Coach Ryan.
Tama yan. And in their third game against Converge, they were again able to find ways to win, eventually finishing the game with a total of 128 points while limiting Converge to just 122. Usually, pag ganitong may import, kung sino ang makaka-match o sino ang makakapag-fit dun sa game ni Junmar Fajardo, magiging successful sila. Samantala, finally a good out of or after timeout play by Coach Jimmy Alapag, they were able to manufacture a basket. Thanks to Shawnee Winston again.
That's right, they really needed that one. Junmar on the turn. He's gonna get called for a traveling violation. And we'll turn it over to Apple David.
Hindi rin maintindihan ni Coach Peter Martin, bakit out-rebounded sila eh? Effort lang naman yun. Nagpa-light practice na nga daw siya kahapon. Pero parang kulang sa energy itong Beermen on offense. Ang pangit din ang shot selection nila. Para bang complacent masyado yung laro nung first half dahil sa 3-0 sila while NLEX is proving that they are for real. An update also on CJ Perez. It's a strained joint and doubtful na siya to return in this ball game. Balik sa inyo.
Ngayon na nga ang report na inaantay natin kanina pa. Up ahead to Enoch Valdez. Andyan si George King. He faked it. Oh, look at Shawnee Winston, the trail job in there. Another pair of second chance points, Coach Ryan. You've emphasized it time and again, and Shawnee Winston delivers.
Oh, they are not just giving up on a play. Look at the guy trailing from the weak side. Shawnee Winston again is always rewarded because of his hard work. Persistence that time, paying off once again. Went for an offensive rebound and scored on a putback. Was fouled while in the act of shooting. Now a chance for a three-point play. 24 big points now for Shawnee Winston. But the question of Coach Peter Martin has not been answered dahil ganun pa rin outplayed itong San Miguel. So one thing that they can do after this practice, wag ka nang mag-light practice, or after this game, wag ka nang mag-light practice. Ganito yung performance. Totally outplayed. Samantala, way off was that shot of Marshall Lassiter. But nakakagulat pa rin, partner, ha? Nagminti si Shawnee Winston sa free throw.
Yun na nga eh. But you know,
First miss.
So first miss from the line, 2 misses from the 3-point range. But you know, he's hitting all the 2-pointers.
24 points pa rin eh. Sobra naman tayo.
Oo nga eh. Kasalanan naman ni Shawnee, and he's really raising the bar. And this guy, that's triple number 3 for number 33.
And it's great find once again by Bolik. He penetrated, waited for Junmar Fajardo to offer help side stance and dished off to Anthony Semerad, the original man of Junmar. So wide open si Anthony ron.
Yeah, that's going to be a charge. George King wiped Semerad out of that picture. And Anthony Semerad, one of the best at drawing charges as well.
He exaggerates it in such a way that there is always contact. But first, take a look at this. He forced Junmar Fajardo to help. Junmar Fajardo cannot help and recover to his original man. And that is why Anthony Semerad was able to nail that shot from the deep corner. Back-to-back heads-up plays by Anthony Semerad. He was also the one who forced that TO.
What a dream start this has been for Coach Jimmy Alapag, not just for the conference, but this game in particular. I mean, they were going to be tested, they felt. And Dequan Jones, that's another 3, and it matches the biggest lead of the game.
Understanding who is in front of him, he stepped out, got that window open against Junmar Fajardo. Another space, another 3.
Sabay baseline move naman ito si George King. Duck with the left hand. Well, that's a start for them. They need to get a bunch more of that. But just to show you yung explosiveness, Coach Ryan ni George King, akala ko lilayap lang niya. Biglang umangat, tinaktak eh.
Mahusay naman talaga. Diba? That baseline drop step, Anthony Semerad was not quick enough to stay in front of George King. That was the result. But NLEX are still up by 21.
Pass to the corner, Semerad, that's another one. Sunod-sunod ang 3. Umuulan para sa NLEX.
Beautiful basketball. The open man gets the rock. A lot of extra passes, a lot of wide open looks. Bottom of the net in the last 3 times they took it.
Misi trying to get open, instead kicks it over to Lassiter. He'll drive, easy layup for that. If you're NLEX, sige, pabayaan mo na. Up ahead to Enoch. Sumagot, taktak! Gentle dunk for Enoch Valdez.
This is frustrating. And Coach Peter Martin, it's an emergency situation for them. Why? Because they just made the layup. Usually, yung fast break attack ng kalaban off a turnover or off a missed shot, but not after a made basket. He was again open, athletic move by Enoch Valdez. Count another 2 points for the Road Warriors.
He puts a crown on himself as well. Parang ina-Alaska na si George on the other side. Sige, dumakdak ka, dadakdak din ako. Well, right now, San Miguel is in trouble. And Coach Peter Martin is very animated and spirited sa kanyang huddle. Because, Coach Ryan, you were pointing out to me, you know, you make a basket, but you allow the other team to score on a dunk 3 seconds later. That's a lack of effort on your part.
Tama, yung kitang-kita natin yan. Samantala, nabanggit natin itong draft order nung season 48. Number 9, itong si Shawnee Winston. Wow! So easily, di ba? Nabanggit natin. At least top 3 yan. If they are just gonna run it back. And look at the stat line of Shawnee Winston. We've been raving about his performance. And now we're seeing a complete player. It's not just an offense. That's 24 points. Rebounds, assists, and also a lot of heads-up plays defensively.
Let's check in with Apple one more time.
Shawnee Winston didn't even realize he scored 30 points daw last game. It's just the team playing hard, everything daw in the flow of their offense. Pero iba rin yung positivity na dinadala daw ni Coach Jimmy Alapag. Kahit daw magmintis sila ng tira, he motivates you to continue making or taking those shots you make in practice. And the confidence is just contagious, gentlemen.
Well, he did miss a shot. Shawnee Winston on the other side. And Paulo Hernandez, who just checked into the game, nag-Pinoy step agad para sa kanyang unang basket.
Magic bunot. So tama decision doon ni Coach Peter. Pero napakalayo pa rin itong kailangan nilang habulin. Komportableng 22 ang lamang ng road.
Pass inside, Shawnee Winston. Denied upstairs, the block from Jericho Cruz.
Now they have to score. They have the numbers.
Cross court to Paulo. And he's held. Held ball yan. And it's gonna be in the NLEX possession because the last time jump ball was SMB. Right?
Tama.
Yun na nga.
Ng depensa, no?
And although Hernandez might have gotten popped in the face, and Dequan Jones is not a small guy. So, watch this. Pero bola talaga yan. Bola, okay.
Kitang-kita.
Held ball, tapos... Oh, yung sundot ni Shawnee Winston. Yung sundot ni Shawnee. Watch it. Watch Shawnee try to...
Ito, this is the best.
Susubok ko. Ayun! Oh, he got him on the nose.
Sumama sa ilong. Opo. Pero may tawag na eh.
Got him on the nose. Kitang-kita sa angulo na yun. Huli ng ating mga camera.
Gumalaw eh.
Aray. Sabi ni Hernandez, grabe naman kayo. Naka-layup lang ako. Nananapak na kayo.
Pero hindi naman sadya yun. Ito, medyo concerned look rin.
Si Doc, concerned na concerned.
Let's take a look at it once again. Held ball na yan.
Bok, yun, no?
Tumama. Gumalaw eh.
Umaray talaga siya. Napahawak nga. So it wasn't Dequan.
Mandatory substitution for the Beermen.
Ayan na, mandatory substitution.
But no call.
Yes.
Diba, no call? Nothing extra.
Tama. Kasi natawagan na muna nung
Mandatory
jump ball.
substitution for the Beermen.
Kasi 15 seconds eh. Nabanggit mo na kanina
Yes.
ko eh. Diba? So, kumbaga, he was not able to make it on time.
Oh, and Paulo is complaining kasi feeling lugi talaga siya. Nasa pack nga ako na wala pa yung bola sa atin. Aren't you gonna call something on them? And then now, I just scored. Ilalabas nyo ba ako mandatory substitution? Parang bad trip naman masyado.
Parang sana nagbilang na lang siya ng mga 13 seconds na tumayo na siya. Ganun din pala. Gusto pa rin pala niya maglaro. At ganun pa man, narito na naman tayo.
Papapasukin naman siya eh. O, babalik ka na doon, di ba? Mandatory lang kasi. Hindi naman nila intention na ilabas talaga siya. LJ Herndon. He misses. Dequan, the tip, no go, and he's knocked down by Jericho Cruz. So look at the second chance effort on that play, di ba?
Tama, just jumping high over Jericho Cruz, just using some of his athleticism. And I know we're sounding like a broken record partner, but the rebounding story is just unbelievable. 35 rebounds now for NLEX, only 20 for San Miguel, and that is just overall rebound. What about the offensive rebounding might? That is 11-2 advantage NLEX. But usually, mararamdaman mo yung number of offensive rebounds dun sa number of points that is being generated. So, out of 11, for example, if it's just a 2-point shot, that should be like 24 points already for NLEX. Pero, hindi pa rin masama. 18 second chance points for NLEX. Dalawa lamang dito sa San Miguel.
That's right.
Kaya galit eh. Masama ang loob nitong coaching staff ng San Miguel. Not only are they being outplayed, they're also out-hustled in tonight's game.
Quick hands on the part of Dequan Jones, but are they going to call a foul on the drive? It looked like he stripped him cleanly.
Coach Jimmy is going to challenge it. Let us see.
No, wala eh. Pwede ba? Wala eh. You can't challenge a regular call. Wala na eh. Hindi na allowed yan. Diba? It's either to challenge, to bring it up to a unspo, or from an unspo down to a regular. Ganun na lang eh.
Ang dami kasing nakatayo eh.
Oh, correct.
Lahat umaangal eh.
And that was challengeable last conference and the few conferences before that, but not now because of the new hybrid rules with the FIBA infusion.
Alam mo, kailangan mag-ingat itong bench ng NLEX dahil ang dami na naman, kumbaga, umaangal sa...
Clean strip yan, ha? Oh. Ay, hindi. Pero meron daw on the
konti
left
sa
hand.
kaliwa.
Meron sa kaliwa. Boom, yun, oh. Yun. Okay. From our angle here, it looked like a clean strip. But, sabi nga ni referee Montoya, tumama eh. So down to 20 ang lamang ng NLEX. Not even halfway through this third period. Still lots of time for San Miguel to make headway. In fact, they had cut it down to 13, Coach Ryan. Pero sumagot naman itong NLEX.
At malakas ang kanilang pagsagot every time nagra-run itong San Miguel. They're not giving anything to chance. We're talking about the effort of the Road Warriors. Ayan, another penetration. Something that they've been doing. It's part of their attack here in this game. Because pick and roll is really a problem area for San Miguel. Because mabagal itong si Junmar to recover on penetrations or even guys who are flaring out to the three-point area. So kung mag-iba ng depensa, talagang grabe yung pag-atake nitong mga gwardiya ng NLEX.
LJ puts the first one in.
Oh, that is team governor Ronald Dulatre, who's doing a good job, of course, for his team. Ronald Dulatre, of course, talagang ano yan, panatiko sa basketball. Tumutulong din yan sa ating 3x3 program. Sila ang ating main sponsor, kaya meron din tayong, kumbaga, konting success na nadarama to.
And the reason why he has such a serious face is he knows there's so much time left. Alam niya, delikado pa yung team niya. Nothing is sure pag San Miguel ang kalaban mo. But that's a turnover on San Miguel Beer. Jumping. Yung dati sinasabi natin, jumping yun eh. Traveling nangyari. Tumalon eh, na walang pinuntahan.
Tama. Jumping, correct. So, talaga nagre-remind sa akin yung mga jargon nung araw.
Oh, jumping, double dribble, walking. Di ba ganun yung mga hirit? Pamming the ball. Diba? Backing. Di ba dati? Di ba? Ngayon, backcourt violation. Look at that. Naibaba na nga ng konti. Tapos, hihirit ulit. As you said, di ba? Balik sa 24.
It is called discipline, direction, and offense. They are just hunting Junmar Fajardo. And another three by Robert Bolig because of the inability of the big man to rush out on the shooter. So they know what they're doing. They've done tremendously in terms of finding the weaknesses ng depensa ng San Miguel.
Hindi need to see the replay on that though, because Dave Marcelo is claiming he didn't even touch him. So, where was the foul is the claim.
Nakumintis pa ng free throw.
Ilan na? Sabihin na natin. O, si Robert.
Alam mo, itong si Boss Robert noon, napaka-importante yung kanyang component because he is not just acting as, kumbaga, yung managing the team. Magaling din sa basketball yan. Kaya alam na rin kung anong makakatulong sa kanyang coaching staff. Of course, at this point, they're down by 23. He is unhappy. Pero alam naman natin kung gaano nakarami ang kampyonato ni Coach, ni Team Governor Robert.
Under him, habang governor siya. In fact, as we see Bolek thinking 3, deciding to give it up, but then they throw it away. Oh, and Herndon, just a careless pass from Mo Tautua.
Akagulat naman yun.
Herndon now wants to take it on, goes over to LJ, go back to Bolek, restart everything. Marcelo will set the screen. Ang ganda naman ang screen ni Dave doon. Kick to Robbie. He'll attack. Layup is good!
Again.
Grabe na ng tulong nitong Herndon.
Very quiet contributor for a guy coming off the bench. We've talked about that. 7 points already for Herndon. As far as bench points is concerned, NLEX is the best. Close to 50 points per game ang nag-generate ng bench. Samantala, veteran move lang. Ginagawa ni JMF. No frills, nothing fancy, but he's gonna shoot to the free throw line.
Alam mo yung nangyari doon? Veterano ko nga, Dave. Pero veteranong 9-time MVP ako eh. So, medyo lamang ako sa'yo konti.
Correct.
That's what happened there. Because si Dave wasn't biting doon sa ibang mga fake na binabantayan niya kanina. Pero doon, kumagat sa kay Junmar.
Pero buti, hindi natawagan ng, kumbaga, active shooting yun. Kaya baseline, out of bounds pa rin para rito sa San Miguel. But, alam mo, this is a very exciting game despite the fact na 27 ang lamang nitong NLEX dahil talagang mag-aabang ka kung kailan makakabalik itong San Miguel. Quiet for like 20 minutes itong si Marshall Lassiter. An elbow jumper to cut the lead down to 25, but they have to do more things and they have to make successive stops. We're talking
That's right.
about San Miguel.
Tama yun. Kailangan stop, shoot, stop, shoot. That's a miss on the 4. Berto just tried it. He probably won't try it again anytime soon. Pero ito na naman ang San Miguel. Atake si King. King to Mo. Mo. Lost it. Went up. Nothing there. LJ. Semarat's waiting at the corner. They go to him. Couldn't take it. Sabi ni Bolek, sige, sige. May oras pa tayo. Cross court to LJ. Siya naman ang bibitaw sa 3. Nothing there. All white shirts underneath for that rebound. Chance to come closer. You said baskets in a row. Well, this might be a chance for San Miguel to get those. George. Ayun na. Easy. Pinagpag lang si Semerad.
Burado, nawala sa eksena si Anthony Semerad. But look at the flow of NLEX. They're just pushing the ball. Miss or made, they just want to advance the leather.
That's right. Forward pass ng forward pass. Bahala na. Kung baka libre, layup. If not, balik sa labas.
Lalo na kung ganito, sabay maglaro itong si Junmar Fajardo pati si Mo Tautua. Feeling nila, lamang-lamang sila pagdating sa speed. Back-to-back misses by LJ.
Sooner or later, sasabihin ni Bolek, di ko nabibigay sa'yo yan unless ma-shoot mo, di ba? And look at Paulo Hernandez shaking off that blow to his nose earlier. He's got 2 baskets already here in the third. The lead is down to 21. It was 27 not too long ago. So, may konting headway na rin itong Beermen. Bucket getters ba ang mga Beermen? Well, CJ Perez at 31 points. against Converge. George King had 41. Marshall had 18 in that game. That's his breakout game for this conference. Combining for 72 points, Perez and King. But Coach Ryan, that was last game. That's history. That's way in the past already. Today is very different.
Tama yan. And yes, they have shown that they really can play good music together. We've seen that 24.7 points per game is the average of CJ Perez in the first 3 games. 36 points per game for George King. What about in tonight's game? 26 for George King. I think he's gonna get it. But CJ Perez only with 7. Perfect from 2. 1 out of 4 from 3. The problem is, he will not come back dahil nagkaroon siya ng injury sa kanyang left leg. So bad news, of course, for San Miguel. But a challenge, of course, for the guys playing in the same position. Kailangan mag-step up sila. Jericho Cruz, Troliano, Ahan Missy, and even Marshall Lassiter.
And you know, si CJ Perez nga, hanggang dyan na lang siya. 7 points na lang. It's not gonna move anymore. But that's a forced stop. Balik kay Junmar. Could go below 20. But then the ball's on the floor. Nagmamadali si LJ. And he completes that layup on the break.
Masyadong masikip. I understand what they want to do. Junmar gets the ball in the block. A screen by Mo Tautua. But all of a sudden, dumadami ang dumidepensa kay Junmar Fajardo. Kaya masikip. Another turnover. You see NLEX running once again.
It was below 20 na pala. Pero ngayon, 24 na agad. Si Robbie Herndon, bigyan ng jacket yan.
10 puntos na, partner.
Matindi yung contribution ni Robbie Herndon in this game. He came in confident. He hit that put back underneath and then nakadalawang treff na siya. May drive pa. 10 puntos as you said and back to 24.
These next 2 weeks will be very important. Nandun pa si Junmar, right? He's dominated this league for years. I think San Miguel has really stamped, you know, their legacy in this league with their dominance behind Junmar. So, great challenge for our guys. I've seen the talent. I've seen the chemistry there, and we're still building on that. My vision is hopefully we'll get there at some point down the road. But a great challenge ahead.
Well, he did mention na matagal pa bago nila i-face ang San Miguel. Si Junmar medyo nakakatakot, di ba? Pero galing naman ng preparation na ginawa nila, Coach.
Yes, and alam mo, I'm beginning to believe these things. This is what I'm saying. There's a big pick, but unfortunately not enough real estate space for Junmar Fajardo to operate. And that is the cue for the guards of NLEX. For as long as they get the rock, they're gonna push it and find whatever opening they have. This has been the difference for them. Not only second chance points, but also fast break points. Take a look at that one. 21-10 advantage, Road Warriors. So, yes, San Miguel is being outplayed, but the more worrying fact is, partner, they're also being out-hustled. Yun ang mas masakit doon.
That's right. And the coaches always say you cannot coach effort, and that's something you need to work on every game. If you lag behind in that category, then there's a big chance you will be defeated.
And that is exactly the tone of this game. When NLEX started to step on the gas, there was no turning back for them. They just know exactly how to score against the Beermen. Even their outside shooting. Look at that. 11 total made now for NLEX and only 3 for San Miguel. So, sa halos sa lahat ng departamento, it is all NLEX.
That's tipped out with 6.1 sa shot clock ng NLEX. Baseline inbound ni Robbie Herndon ito. They have some time to work with. to get a basket. They go out to Bahio, the quick pass to LJ. Robbie Herndon gets it and takes a 4. Nice line but couldn't hit it.
Alam mo, marami tayong sinasabing mga positive things sa opensa ng NLEX. Ano pa na kaya yung depensa?
Correct.
68 lang si San Miguel. Remember, at the top of our coverage, San Miguel was averaging 120 points per game. Second best in our tournament.
Buti na lang, may ball handling to si Bahio, able to get away from that defense. LJ will give it to Herndon. Alas 4! Ayaw pa rin. JB Bahio can't get the rebound. Trollano does. So they're just trying to hold this fort. Hold the fort down, itong squad ng NLEX.
They can foul if they want to.
Tipped away cleanly. 14 seconds on the shot clock. It's 16.8 for the game clock para sa quarter 3.
Oh, just superb preparation by NLEX.
Parang they've bought into some sort of team concept really. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. At least it shows today.
Tama, and just so much respect dito kay Jimmy Alapag. Alam nila may NBA pedigree ito. Kailangan makinig tayo.
Ayun naman! Malaking bagay yung tres na yan ni Don Trollano. Down to 19 is the lead. 2 seconds to go. Kevin put it up. And he hasn't hit anything in this game, Kevin Alas. But okay, it's at the 19-point lead for NLEX. 12 minutes remaining in the game. Dishing the ball, he's stealing it away from the opponent. And he's not even reacting to everything he's doing. Second chance points, Coach Ryan, you've been pushing this from the get-go. Yan, yung mga katulad niyan, just following that rebound. Following on the pass break, trailing job. Grabe yung performance ng NLEX sa category na yan. But of course, George King's doing his thing. But the guy needs some help. So, 4-pointer. But you know, if you lose the game, you're the king of nothing. Diba? May kantang ganun eh. Diba? Seals and Croft. Oh.
Tama ka, but what is obvious is just the spread, the scorers of NLEX as we take a look at very nice Sunday crowd we have here in Smart Araneta Coliseum. It is a testament that Filipinos really understand what good basketball is all about. At kailangan ibalik natin yung tiwala ng ating mga mamamayan sa laro natin dito sa PBA. Maraming nagsasabi, di ba, bakit wala na masyadong nanonood? Pero tignan mo naman, basta talagang napakaganda ng ating mga laban, talagang dadagsain pa rin ang ating mga, it's either SM or Araneta Coliseum or even yung mga smaller venues natin.
So the nice thing is, they came out to watch the rain notwithstanding, di ba? Medyo maulan eh, makulimlim. Medyo bad trip lumabas pag ganun, but they're here at the big dome.
Yes, and speaking of rain, they're playing in our second game. Rain or shine, Las Painters versus Ginebra San Miguel or Barangay Ginebra.
Potentially a great game. They've had many great matchups in the past, di ba? Pag nakikipagpakbakan yung mga bata ni Coach Yengyao against any edition of the Ginebra team, even before Team Cone. But now that it's Team Cone, mas lalo na.
Oh, grabe.
Diba?
Talagang inaantabayanan din yan. Pati yung mga nanonood ngayon sa kanilang mga bahay, pati sa YouTube. Minsan, umaabot tayo lagpas 1 milyon ng tumutunghay sa PBA.
Mintis si Pao Hernandez, but Mo keeps it alive. Baka naman sila ang may second chance points dito.
Sikip eh.
Pero
talagang masikip.
umagaw si Shawnee Winston. Natawagan tuloy siya ng foul.
Alam mo, another issue right now, that is why we're seeing a lot of collapsing defenses or quick double teaming schemes from the Road Warriors. It is because of the inability of the outside shooters of San Miguel to knock down shots. But that is, of course, a very good streak here for Don Troliano. Back-to-back hits from the outside down to 16. But quiet si Ahan Missy, quiet din itong si Marcio Lassiter.
Wala na si CJ Perez. Oh, they're gonna call a dribbling violation. So NLEX is in some sort of a warp right now. Parang sunod-sunod na play, hindi sila makascore, lumilit na yung lamang, and San Miguel is gaining the momentum. So NLEX needs some sort of a, kailangan ng konting spare tire.
A little cause of concern, obviously, dahil ito yung usual quarter na sinasabi ng San Miguel game na. Halika na.
Kasi nag-spotter, yung scoring, 90 points na lang ang NLEX. Akala natin, sure mga 120 aabot yan eh. Troliano, 8 points in a row. That's 8 points in a row, and that lead is just down to 14. He's got 10 in total.
And definitely manageable. So two things. It's either call a timeout just to stop the momentum of San Miguel or bring in Jones. But so far, all Filipino pa rin itong Road Warriors.
Natandaan mo, Coach Ryan, noong kalaban ng NLEX ang Jeep. 23-point lead at the start of the fourth quarter, di ba? Naibaba yun until 1.
Ayan na yung sinasabi natin. Tinawag na itong si Jones. So sa timeout or sa dead ball. Oh! Wow! It is a Don Troliano show here for San Miguel.
Don bringing them back single-handedly. He's just telling everybody else, akong bahala sa inyo. I'm not a beerman for nothing. May 2, may 3, may 4 din, Don Troliano.
We're not yet there. Obviously, alam namin mangyayari to kasi grabing offense itong mga to. That's not a problem. Ang challenge lang dito namin ni Coach Leo is the number 1 complacency. Tapos yung hindi sila mag-kanya-kanya. Pero tonight, okay naman na nag-kanya-kanya sila. 2 assists. May 2 assists daw siya. But yeah, we're trying to preach, yung kultura namin, gusto namin mag-extra passes.
Speaking of extra passes, natap out dun sa pasa na yun. But it stays with NLEX. Now they're in some troubled waters. It was a 27-point lead. It's down to 10. And they're starting to miss. But Semerat gets an offensive rebound. And that has worked for them time and again. 9-0 ang score sa quarter na ito, kaya lumiit ang lamang. Hindi na makashoot ang NLEX, Coach Ryan.
Oh, this is a good run really by San Miguel. Still an empty possession for the Road Warriors of 4 from Ahanmese. Nothing but Rodney Brundial cleaning the glass and scoring on a putback.
And the lead is down to single digits. Who would have thought this would happen? And so quickly, Coach Ryan.
Dizzying run here for San Miguel. Count 11-0 San Miguel. Totally dominating the Road Warriors in the 4.
Corner 3, Semerat bitin. Dequan Jones misses. And he and Brunjal getting into it a little bit. And they quickly resolve it between themselves.
No problem, part of the game.
And I hope the referees just let them be because
Please, yes.
okay na, nag-uusap na eh.
Tama, they both self-corrected. But a foul will be called against Rodney Brundial. More of a preemptive foul because konti lang yan, wala bali-wala.
Oo.
Saan ka nagkatamaan? Don't touch me. Ganun lang yan.
Two free throws for Dick Juan.
This is an emotional game, no? Basketball, coach?
Yes, of course.
Di ba, Apple? Napaka-emotional.
Sobrang emotional, pati sa huddle ng San Miguel. At tulad nakikita natin, Coach Peter Martin is giving these guys on the floor an opportunity to spark something. Ang sabi sa kanila, just keep playing your best, keep taking good shots, keep shooting, and let's try to keep this run. Balik sa inyo.
Siyempre kay Don Troliano, parang he heard it, no? Very clearly. That's why he went to that personal run. But it's back up to 10. Still lots of time, 9 and 20. So that's nothing. That's a 10-point lead. Madaling burahin yan.
Oh, strong. Kumbaga, fight displayed by Don Troliano. So for San Miguel, that is what you like. You have George King and you have the Don.
Oh, look at
He was
block.
foiled.
Dequan Jones, the timing on that block shot. Shawnee goes to Bolick. Bolick balik kay Shawnee. Swing kay Dequan. Dequan na-atake sa paint. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Probably should have gone class. Here's Paulo Hernandez. He's helped them out a little bit since checking in.
You want to speed up the game, but you should not rush. San Miguel now going to their big man.
Hernandez the miss. Dark shirts get it. Shawnee. Nagmamadali. He gets the contact, but they're not going to call anything.
A lot of bumps, a lot of fouls, but none was whistled. But of course, from the vantage point of our referee, especially the baseline referee, it was just good honest defense by San Miguel. So 10 pa rin naman itong pinoprotektahan ng NLEX. Pero ang nawala sa kanila yung easy baskets. Dahil nandun na yung San Miguel, dumidepensa na pati sa fast break.
Yung garantisadong 100 plus points sila ngayon nasa 92 lamang. And if they continue to shoot like they've been shooting, they might not reach that. But anyway, offensive rebound, gumagana para sa San Miguel. How many offensive rebounds do they have dito sa fourth quarter pa lang?
They're playing with better effort. That is why they're getting multiple opportunities to score. Jump
Buhusan yan, Bitin. Rebound, Dequan. Up ahead to Berto.
0 out of 6 from the field for the Road Warriors here in the fourth quarter.
Jones will set the screen. Bolick wants to take over. See if he can get free. Feels the contact. Goes to Robbie. He's been shooting well. But everything is off now para sa NLEX.
You're feeling the pressure right now.
Oh, look underneath him. Wrestling the air doon.
Oh, yes. Don Troliano attacking.
Sige.
Oh, wow! Oh, excellent play by Don Troliano.
How did he even get that one up? Kaliwa pa ang ginamit niya, coach.
I thought he was really deep, but because of his scintillating footwork and not panicking under such a situation, he was still able to manufacture a basket. And it's not just 2. There's still an opportunity for him to score 3.
Play of the game yan. Hatid sa atin ng Sports Plus. 11 of his 16 points dito sa fourth quarter natin.
The Don coming alive, but he muffed his gift shot.
Kailangan natin balikan talaga yung free throw situation because if San Miguel goes on to lose this game, now that they've made it close, those free throws will be a big factor.
Material indeed, shooting themselves on the foot, but still another missed shot from the outside.
Pati si Shawnee, nagbimintis na rin.
Yun na nga kanina, puro pasok yan. So composure, tama ka. Kailangan na talagang magampanan ng NLEX. Another shot.
That's a foul from Berto Bolick.
Awesome timing with that basket. And better separation. They're now up again by 12.
Just under 7 minutes to go. George King down to Junmar. One-on-one coverage. Dequan tipped away. Stays with San Miguel. 8.5 to shoot.
Better spacing now for Junmar Fajardo. But look at this pass once again by Shawnee Winston to the open Robert Bolick. That was a difficult shot, but Bolick still was able to make it.
Maraming fans na nandito ngayon para sa rain or shine, para sa Ginebra, but they're enjoying this game thoroughly.
Laban.
Troliano is short. Na-anticipate ni Bolick yun. Air ball, he got it. They're running the other way. A basket here would be big. Shawnee Winston, one-on-one against Troliano. Can't go up, back outside to Bolick. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Magsi-screen si Semerad. Napunta kay Herndon, bukaf din sa tres. Pasok din yan! Biglang gumana ulit. Coach!
natira sa 3.
Kumanya lang pala ng konti.
Tama. Wide open shot by Herndon. And he now has a total of 13.
Jerick has yet to make a basket in this game. 0 of 8. And sinong umover the backcourt? Si Berto. And Coach Jimmy himself comes over to pull him back over. Nangangalahati na halos yung ating fourth and final quarter. Nung isa araw, si Damian Chongqui naman ang umover the backcourt dyan sa same area.
Ibang klase itong bench production ni Coach Jimmy Alapag.
The quick extra pass, but a bit too strong. Toliano had to scramble. Down to 4.
Yan na nga, panipis na naman ang oras. Pwersado na naman siyang tumira. Wala na naman.
Oh, look at Semerad. The effort. He was out of bounds. He ran in to get that defensive rebound.
He was just chasing that ball. And he was so quick to it. Medyo makakahinga ng bahagya. So they were able to address their shooting woes in the early part of the fourth quarter.
Dequan naman ang BBTU. That's short. Nice form and all that, but just a little bit weak. I'm sure Jimmy's replaying a lot of the plays that he was part of during his basketball career, di ba? Yung ganitong dikdikan, tapos kailangan mo ng outside shot, tapos sa'yo babato.
Malayo from the parking lot.
Here we go again, JMF. Tried to drop it to Don, but nobody was there.
Masyadong mataas yung pasa ni Junmar Fajardo. There's an automatic helper every time Junmar Fajardo drops his shoulder. He goes in the middle. Robbie Herndon surprises him. And that time, hindi makakuha ng magandang pasa si Fajardo.
Trying to milk the clock a little bit. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Semerad will drive baseline. Can't go anywhere. Have to probably take it. No, it's taken away. Nakuha na ni Jerick Hanmisi. Now George King. He'll take the long 2. Oh, it's a 3. It's a 3.
31 points, yes, for George King. There's still enough time left. Just a 12-point advantage for NLEX.
Shawnee Winston on the drive. Blocked by Junmar Fajardo. 10 seconds remaining. Jericho Cruz papasok. Papalitan si Ron Di Brondial. One Adam Sonyan for another.
Smaller unit now for Coach Peter. A lot of perimeter players, partner. They want to surround Junmar Fajardo with a lot of shooters.
Dequan, straight to the hoop.
I always admire players who can go with their counter.
And then they steal it on the inbound.
Oh, wow, just so easy.
Shawnee hesitating, and they threw that one away. They wasted that opportunity. Now Jericho will return to Junmar for the easy bucket.
Probably the easiest basket for Junmar Fajardo to win this ball game, but they still have a lot of things that they should do correctly for them to get back in this game.
Under 4 minutes na lang tayo, Coach. 101-99. It's a 12-point lead. Dequan will continue shooting, but that's a miss. A chance for San Miguel.
They have to push that ball, try to score early.
Hanmisi left it for King. He can take it from there. So if Semerad comes out, then atake bigla. And they collapse on him. They save. No, they don't save it.
Quick hands by NLEX. Again, tapping that ball from George King, but they run out of space. But 8.1 seconds remaining na lang para rito sa San Miguel.
Natawag ng timeout si Coach Peter Martin. Wants to set up something for these 8.1 on that shot clock. They need a basket to bring it down to 10 perhaps, maybe less. Talk about runs. Itong San Miguel Beer. From the third to the fourth, bridging that. 16-0. Kaya naman, medyo lumiit ang lamang ng NLEX. And this guy was the main man.
It was just unstoppable during that segment wherein they were trying to go for a strong fight back. He was in the middle of everything. We're talking about Trilliano, but this was a big basket by Robert Poling. So what you're seeing is ball movement, trusting your teammates, getting and setting up your teammate to have a clean look. Ilan beses na natin nakita yan eh. Herndon getting the last pass, and he just finds himself open, and he is not, kumbaga, yung nag-hesitate eh. Almost a triple-double performance for Robert
Triple-double
Poling.
watch na pala.
14, 8, and 9.
Inside to Junmar. No, they wanted to go there, but they couldn't get it to him. George King will step back. It's an alley-oop to Anmisi. Assist from George King.
And first 2 points for Jericho Hanmisi.
Lead that
Finally a
back
basket.
down to 10. Coach, kanina. Andyan na rin yan.
Eh, di pa to Remember, may 4-point shot tayo. Kayang-kayang burahin yan.
And the players capable of hitting that are on the San Miguel squad. Bullock. He'll drive. Kick it to the corner. Semerat, the quick release. This guy has been doing it for a long time in this league. Continues to deliver mula dyan sa kanto.
He is just waiting, and he is always ready. Another assist pass by Robert Poling.
15 puntos para sa kanya. Jericho Cruz nakapasok rin.
But Herndon is hurt.
Oo nga, may iniinda to si Herndon. Must have pulled something as well.
Oh, wow. Such an unfortunate situation for Herndon. I think this is one of the best games that I've seen him play in at least 10 games.
And he's in
He is
pain
in
over
pain,
there.
yes.
Oh, talagang he has a scowl on his face. But LJ Gonzalez comes in. You lose a little bit of height, but the hustle is there as well.
Last push now for San Miguel. Panipis na oras natin dito sa ating laban.
Alam mo, sasabihin ko rin, Coach, last push na rin para sa NLEX to
Tama.
get this victory once and for all. Kasi kanina, they looked on the way to an easy victory now. Medyo nanganganib pa. Bolik, Semerat again, bitin. And LJ comes down with it. Misses. Daquan! Second chance. Third chance points, Coach. Ayan na naman.
Yung effort department talaga, doon talaga lamang na lamang itong NLEX. Ito, minamaka si Jericho Cruz, pero nalunod siya rin.
Pasok tayo sa last 2 minutes. Hatid sa atin ng Sports Plus. NLEX needs to hang on. Daquan gets away. Hey, man. This NLEX squad have taken everything San Miguel has tried.
They're just so impressive because not only are they executing the right way offensively, the effort is definitely a plus for them.
Three-point shooting has been a weapon, especially for the NLEX team. Plus 6 sila in total made. And the threes have come at really good times para sa kanila. Just when San Miguel's making a run, may mga tres na binapasok. Berto, Semerat, Daquan Jones, Robbie Herndon, you name it.
And what I like about the threes that they were making is it is off penetrating kick options, just throwing the defense and then kicking out in the last second. So maganda yung timing and well-balanced. Kita natin yun kay Semerat. And the other thing is they're using Junmar Fajardo's defense on ball screens to create space. That is why they're getting open looks from the outside too. 5 out of 7 from deep for Anthony Semerat, a total of 15 points for him. So it is not like kanya-kanyang tira sa tres at tumama sila sinuwerte. Hindi. Kasama talaga sa kanilang sistema. Kaya mas nakakabilib.
Minute and 45 to go. 15-point lead. Looking good ang NLEX. San Miguel will try to just make a comeback in this little time that they have. Nakitrolyano na naman. Not a bad place to go. As Junmar hits the deck, they're going to call a foul against Shawnee Winston.
Playing good defense without really fouling that much in a quarter. Itong NLEX, only their 4th team foul. So wala pang free throw shooting para sa San Miguel.
Second personal lamang para kay Shawnee Winston. So you've been in the game for so long, but you've stayed away from foul trouble. Jones and Junmar talking. I'd love to listen in. Pwede ba yung mic up to mga to?
Tapos pati itong si George King, pati si Anthony Semrad, nagkakakiskisan din.
Ano to? Matagal-tagal na yung kwentuhan na yan, ha? Gotta hear that. The guy gotta talk about what Apple should ask them after the game. What were you guys talking about? Kwento mo na lang sa amin, Apps. Jerick, corner. Jericho couldn't take it. Turn around. Won't go. Shawnee Winston coming in for the board. Hits the deck. Itatay up siya ni Jericho Cruz, and the ball will be with the Beermen.
You know, another issue dito sa San Miguel is the inability of guys like Jericho Cruz to score. Only 2 points for Jericho Cruz.
NLEX pala, yung possession arrow. Akala ko Beermen na ulit.
Jericho prior to this game had a 20-point
Hindi,
explosion.
NLEX eh. Mali yung announcement.
Bola ng San Miguel.
Oh, Beermen. Sabi
Tama.
NLEX eh. Sabi NLEX. Beermen yan. Kasi yung kanina nga, kwento din yan.
Tiga. Tama eh.
Tama, NLEX, okay.
Nililito tayo ng mga player eh.
Well, sige na. 1 minute and 20.
Ayan na, sigurado na
malapit
tayo.
na matapos.
Bola ng NLEX.
Ayun, hawak na nila eh. So there was a change pala kanina. 3-0 in the standings. No longer. One of them will drop. Looks like it's going to be San Miguel. Berto inside. Alley-oop! Dequan Jones! And, you know, it's like, wow, they're just playing beautiful music together.
Yes. Oh, more bad news for San Miguel. Mukhang nasaktan si Junmar Fajardo. Matatandaan natin, hindi na nakabalik si CJ Perez nung nasaktan siya. At ito naman, limping naman itong si Junmar Fajardo. Definitely a bad sign for the Beermen.
That was the 10th assist of Robert Bolick. So he's got 14 and 10. Yung rebounds niya, nasa 8, hindi, nasa 9. One more board. 11 assist na pala si Bolick.
Rebound ang kinakailangan.
Kapag may mintis dito, tinan natin kung siya yung kukuha. Ayun. Di mahawakan ni Dequan.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Inside to Bronjal. He'll go to Cruz. Cruz will attack and get fouled. And I think Semrad's okay with that. He's fine with giving up that foul.
So pag-usapan natin bakit nahirapan manalo itong San Miguel at hindi nila makuha yung kanilang average ng 120 points per ball game. So far, only 93 points for the Beermen. And the main reason is the inability, of course, for Jericho Cruz to score only 8. Well, he's averaging 8.7 points per ball game in this tournament, but only 2 so far. So tingnan natin kung madadagdagan niya. So tumakyat din sa 2 o sa 3. At isa pa dyan, itong si Jericho Hanmisi, 10 points per ball game with a high of 16, but only 2 points. So nawala yung kanyang outside shooting.
Oh, mintis sa free throw na naman. Pero may putback naman si Paulo Hernandez, who's really made the most of his time on the court in the second half. Diba? Si Paulo, nakaka 6 points na siya.
Quality minutes naman talaga itong si Paulo Hernandez. Pero wala talagang nakatulong. Yan, nabanggit natin kanina yan. Conference average of Jericho Hanmisi is 10 points per ball game. 56% from 2, 46% from the 3-point area. But well scouted, well defended. Hindi nakatira ng marami sa 3 at walang pumasok nga. 2 puntos, napakababa.
1 of 8 from the field. So NLEX will remain spotless. 4-0 to start this conference. Berto will miss everything, and Enoch Valdez throws Paulo Hernandez underneath, and that's going to be a foul on Valdez. Tama ba? Yes.
This will be the 4th victory para rito kay Coach Jimmy Olapag. The first 3, very impressive. Won by 39 points against Macau. Won a close one against Terra Firma by 1 point. And also lopsided victory against Titan by 35 points. And now a victory against a quality team. And this early, masasabi natin, this is definitely a signature victory for NLEX. Dahil 3-0 rin tong San Miguel bago sa panimula ng laban na to.
Berto has almost a triple-double, just 1 board to go as we mentioned, 12 assists.
Mintis na naman, pero yun, nandun naman si Daton for the offensive rebound. He was fouled while in the active shooting, so 2 gift shots will be awarded to Don Troliano. Pero wala na, final score na lang pinaglalabanan dito. So again, very impressive victory for Coach Jimmy Olapag and NLEX. I am
Another
certain.
missed free throw. Can I just have the numbers of free throws? Because kailangan na natin sabihin talaga kung gaano kasama ang free throw shooting ng San Miguel sa game na ito.
Tama yan. Napakaraming tira binigay sa kanila. In fact, pang 30 free throw na nila yan. O 31 free throws. Wow.
2 misses.
That is 18 out of 33.
Oh.
Dami nun, ha? 15.
15 mintis.
Oo.
Tsaka iba-ibang player yan, ha? There's no one bad free throw shooter who kept missing. It's everybody who's gone to the line. Jericho commits a foul. Final score na lang inantay nga natin as you mentioned. But the record will stand 4-0 ang NLEX and San Miguel will drop to 3-1 and be tied with Converge. At least momentarily. Titira pa ba? Parang umsumenes na si Jimmy, nahawakan na lang eh.
Wow, very impressive victory by Coach Jimmy Olapag and still with a perfect record here in this conference since he took over. Di pa natatalo itong NLEX.
Dating coach yan ng San Miguel, assistant coach si Jimmy Olapag before he left for the US. Remember, he had worked with them before, so lots of smiles, hugs and handshakes.
Coach Jong with Chico, of course, team consultant, very happy with this victory together with their team governor, Ronald Dolatre. All smiles right now after this very impressive victory.
And Jimmy really goes down the line, shakes everybody's hand. Coach Leo at the end of all of that. But, you know, impressive performance from the guys in black. And the most impressive of them all was Shawnee Winston. Big reason why the lead became as big as it was. And he didn't relent anymore. That's a stat line. 24, 4, 4, and 3. Para kay Shawnee Winston, coach. That's brought to us by Sports Plus. He's the player of the game.
He was hitting timely baskets. At some point, he was not missing at all. And then in the end, you see that it's not just offense. He was also doing damage defensively. That is why he is our best player of the game.
Tama yun. So Shawnee Winston deserving that. But of course, special mention. A lot of other guys. Tony Semerad, 5 3-pointers. Robert Bolick, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double.
And Herndon.
Of course, si Herndon din. Matindi rin.
And of course, their import, Jones.
Yeah, Dequan Jones, cool na kulang. So, mula sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, nagtatapos ang game number 1 ng ating Sunday doubleheader para kay Ryan Gregorio at kay Apple David at the rest of our team. Charlie Cuna saying, thank you for watching us, pero meron pang Hinebra at Rain or Shine. So, you better stay for that.
NLEX Road Warriors get their 4th win in the conference with this win over the San Miguel Beermen. And our best player of the game is none other than Shawnee Winston. Congratulations, Shawnee. Despite coming into this game with a 3-0 win-loss record, you still had that sense of urgency, scoring 20 points in the first half. What would you attribute this to?
All glory to God. And our coaching staff really prepared us for this game. And I'm just really grateful for all the fans that supported us. My girlfriend's here. Shout out to my girlfriend, Nikki Williamson. So I'm just grateful for it all.
Shawnee, you also had a lot of help from your teammates today, especially in those final moments when San Miguel tried to mount a comeback with a 16-0 run. What was the key to sustaining your lead?
Just to fight. We knew they're a championship team, so they're going to continue to fight, and we just had to match the energy, and that's what we did.
Shawnee, a lot of PBA fans are present here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Any message you would like to send out to them?
Thank you for supporting us. All glory to God, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Shawnee, and congratulations once again. Now it's time to hear from our winning coach.
San Miguel, down by 1. CJ Perez says, I'm going to get the lead para sa aking koponan. Pasok yan. On the other side though, NLEX was ready. Tight ball game. Bolick finding Winston cutting to the basket. He gets a layup, and Winston had several baskets in that first quarter. Was perfect from the field. Junmar Fajardo checks in from the bench. Immediately attacks. Lefty layup para sa kanya. He had double digits in this ball game. But Dequan Jones, yung import ng NLEX, also wanted to get into the fray. Jumper over Junmar Fajardo, trying to keep the defense honest. He puts that one in. The first quarter ends. NLEX had a 9-point lead, 30-21. Come that second quarter, Berto Bolick, content on dishing earlier. This time he takes that jumper from the elbow, gets it to fall in. Nice soft touch for the former Sanbedan. Winston continuing his sweet shooting. That's a three-pointer set up by Robert Bolick. Tapos may mga ibang tumutulong sa panig ng NLEX, katulad ni Enoch Valdez, just waiting underneath. Offensive rebound and putback, and NLEX did that time and again throughout the game. Cleaning up the boards offensively and getting second chance points. George King to end that first half from way beyond. Hits that 4, cut the lead down to just 18. Watch it again. Would have been 22 at the half, but it became 18 instead. Nung pumasok yan, he crowns himself. And the fans, tuwan-tuwa naman. Third quarter. San Miguel trying to fight back, but the lead was big. Quick to the corner. Semerada 3, 1 of 5 na pinasok niya in the ball game. And it's hard to defeat a team when the outside shots are falling. Pumasok yan para kay Robert Bolick. 3-10. Paulo Hernandez sa panig ng San Miguel, pumasok off the bench and immediately going in, getting that layup to go. He had 6 points, all in the second half. And Robbie Herndon, what a guy. Because he was just waiting out, camping out the three-point line. At nakailan din siya sa laban nito. Timing na timing yung kanyang mga tira. 19-point lead with 12 minutes to go. But San Miguel Beer, you know, they have a fight left in them. Don Troliano decides to take over, down to 14. Make that down to 10. 4-pointer para kay Celedonio. Pero may pansagot naman. 4 rin para kay Berto Bolick. Lead back up to 16. Then Robbie Herndon waiting once again. Same spot, same result. Tres na naman. And just to make things final, under 3 minutes to go, and Tony Samarad says, I'll take that corner 3 one more time. And the rest of the way trading baskets. And then NLEX prevails by 14 points. 4-0 para sa Road Warriors.